M2K versus Super Hornet is a good match.
No, the M2K is not that strong. Super Hornet just absolutely rinses it.
Okay.
Like M2K is good, but it's just way too reliant on radius fighting. And also because the engine power is so weak, you cannot really maintain or regain your speed too well. So you can only do radius for so long. If the other dude just decides to go lag and run away from you, eventually after like 1.5 minutes, he's just automatically going to win because you will be completely out of options, out of altitude, out of everything.
Yeah.
So I think maybe
What's
the
your match?
only like balanced matchup would be F16C, the American one, 13-7.
F16C M2K.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
that's probably the only one that is
Good
fair
idea.
because that plane is heavier, so at slower speeds it's gonna struggle slightly more against M2K. Block
Okay.
15 just wins automatically, kind of. All right, who am I doing first? Eric.
You can do spit flames first if you want.
All right.
I don't mind, to be honest.
Farmax, what's up?
Hello.
Let me share the stream. I just want to make it a regular stream just to feed the fucking addicts on YouTube. Get them some breadcrumbs.
Like, where's the stream?
I also think like a decent amount of people that are probably not on the server yet like watching me stream duels because I explain a lot of different shit and they're like, oh wow, this guy is actually really smart and he is explaining things. Oh my god, his
Yeah.
channel is so good, and it just feeds my ego and makes me feel good, you know.
Like, yes, I'm so good. Yes,
Yes,
worship
I'm
me.
so good at the game.
They're gonna make a shrine of Eve somewhere, and they're gonna like worship you.
Oh, actually, hold on.
Yeah,
Now that
I
I'm
like to say
here,
from time to time, like synchronized. Yo, you're so good. Damn. Just to assert it.
um,
Watch the Discord stream, and I'm gonna watch his stream. There you go, up in the numbers.
I'm gonna do it too.
just gonna share the link of the mission that I use all the time for people to know.
Yes, please. I'm gonna take
Nah,
it.
Caribbean Islands is peak. You cannot convince me that.
Okay, do.
There you go. Alright, create session, dual map, password. There you go. Alright, I send you the invite split.
Got it.
What do we fly? Super Hornet? Just to keep it
No.
symmetrical.
C late. F18 C late. I feel like the Super Hornet is already busted. If it gets nerfed, I'm cooked.
It is, yeah.
Just learn the the weaker model, so could get used
Alright,
to it.
16C symmetrical, or you want me to use Mirage?
Um,
Actually, let's use 16C. I wanna like get the basics nailed down.
okay. I black out a lot though in F16C.
Do you have expert?
Yes, I do have experts, but I
Okay.
don't know how. I black out, and when I black out, I just like lose the fight directly.
All right. Now the F-16C in particular retains speed a little bit too much, a little bit too well, like above like 800 kph. So on some occasions you might want to use manual control for a moment just to pull hard and cash in that excess speed, because otherwise you're gonna be perpetually just overspeeding way too much.
Now I'll just slow down to have maybe a tighter radius.
Yeah. Seems like you just bleed your speed way too early. So the very moment I saw you pull like a little bit too hard after merge, I just decided to pull away and retain my speed. Here I'm gonna go up. This is gonna give me some separation from you, so I can just get you outside my radius. And here, on my way down, I just pulled you in.
Yes.
Oh, you're flying the horn. I thought it was the 16C. Okay. Alright.
I change.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
I change or just keep it F18.
Yeah, we can do symmetrical first to see like
Okay.
the easiest stuff we can fix, and then we can just do different matchups.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. F16C. In. In. Yeah, I don't have as much energy as you. Try maybe to. No. No. Does I have a question?
Yeah.
Does like not following you directly when I have less energy help or not?
Wait, hold on. Say again.
I said if I have less energy and I don't like follow your tail directly, does it like help me as an F16 or not?
So like playing for radius, I guess, but it also like I think there I just had like way too much position way too early, so that wouldn't have worked.
Okay.
Like the F-16C in particular is not really like that good for radius to begin with.
Okay.
So even for me, it would be very easy to counter you because the plane is so stiff at slow speeds. I can just read your nose so easily. I can just pull out of the way.
Okay.
So like playing for radius is something you can do on every single plane in the game. All you have to do is recognize how good your plane actually is at doing that and recognize the cues and whatnot. But in the case of the F-16, like the plane just benefits so much more from staying fast and just having good geometry while raid fighting. So like this plane just retains a lot of speed way too much at like 800 kph and more. Now here you're overspeeding, you just gave me separation to just pull into you.
Yes, and I'm blacked out. Nice. Do I pull more? Now I lost like all my speeds. We should.
Holy fuck, I cannot aim. Washed. There you go.
Nice one.
All right, let's keep doing a few more rounds so I can actually get a better idea of what might be going wrong before jumping to
Okay.
conclusions.
I have like another issue, and I feel like a lot of people like in the server have the same issue. We don't know like what to do after the first, like the first merge. So a lot of times we just like find ourselves giving like our tail to maybe like a better player.
Okay.
So yeah, like here, like I don't know what to do. Maybe I'm just gonna like follow your trajectory because I'm right fighting.
Yeah. Here you follow my trajectory, it's fine. I think what might be very disorienting is the fact that the way I merge, I always try to counter the way that you merge. So merging vertical, diagonal, or just flat horizontal, I guess it's kind of like rock, paper, scissors, where one merge can counter the other.
Oh yes, I understand. And if I'm right fighting, I just have to do like the opposite of what you're doing. Yep.
Not necessarily. No, I think it's just that I get a decent amount of position like immediately on merge. So what we could do is just merge horizontally from now on, and that's gonna force a right fight.
Okay.
Like so far, there's only one thing that I noticed, but I'm not gonna go into making drawings just yet. Actually, let me enable the. All right, actually, let me come and watch my stream for a moment. I'm gonna go into Paint. It's time for drawings. All right, so like I think the main thing that might be like very disorienting for you, like you don't really know what to do after the second turn or the third turn, it's probably because of the way I'm merging. So I think in a couple of rounds, this is you. You ended up merging full vertical, right? So you go full vertical and you do a loop like this on merge, right? We pass each other like around here.
Yes.
What I do, or what I did, is I'm coming this way. But instead of going fully vertical like you did, I go like slightly horizontal. So it's basically like a diagonal. I'm going to the side and going up at the same time. So my merge kind of looks like this, a little bit lower on you. So you can see I'm lower. And what I'm trying to
Yes.
do is I'm immediately playing for radius here. You remember seeing the drawings I made for radius? Like, so your radius at this moment would look like this, for example. So this is your radius, quote unquote. What I'm trying to do here is I'm immediately going to try to get into your radius here. And here I'm going to reverse, like either, probably going to reverse and go up and continue the loop like this. And if we fast forward for a few seconds, your loop is going to continue this way. And you're going to keep looping.
6.
Yeah. And look, I'm kind of on your 6, but here I'm way too slow. But because I have altitude, I'm already pointing down. My gravity is going to allow me to regain my speed on my way down. And if you take a look at this, what's happening is within 10 seconds of starting the dogfight, this is your circle. This is mine. Look, we have an offset already. And in this circle, you are like somewhere around here. And I am all the way down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice these circles in half from the perspective of one player. So I'm going to do it from your perspective. So I'm going to slice your trajectory in half from your location on the circle, like this. And I'm going to do the same for mine. So it would look like this. You can see here, I'm way past the line. That means I'm closer to your 6 than you are to mine, right? So immediately 10 seconds into the merge, I already have an offset, and this offset is in my favor because I'm closer to your 6 than you are to mine. And if I had a decent amount of speed in here, and maybe you bled a little too much speed, I can just immediately pull you in and kill you. So all of this happened in 10 seconds. So just to let you understand that I'm immediately going for radius. Like the concept of radius is already applying. And also the concept of offsets is already applying. And not only that, but the concept of radius is also applying once again, because look, my radius is still existing. Like it's never gone away. Like radius is like a little like imaginary line you have to imagine every single moment when you're flying. So here, basically, if you fast forward a few seconds in this location, you're gonna be like around here, right? And you're still like outside my radius, so I know if I have enough energy, I can just pull really hard and kill you and pull you in, right? So just to give you an idea of exactly everything that happened in 10 seconds. Now, what we could do is just to continue the duels. I wanna like keep like warming up, so to say, to see what kind of stuff you might be doing wrong, what can improve easily. So what we're gonna do from now on is we're gonna merge horizontally. Like I'm gonna create a new drawing. So this is your point of view. From now on, we're gonna merge into this direction, right? So we're gonna go like to the left. Now this is going to be the grass, so this is your perspective, and I am somewhere in there in front, coming towards you, right? So we're both gonna go left and up, just to keep the merge completely mirrored and see like what kind of stuff I can help you with.
Okay.
Because the merge is once again it's like rock paper scissors. Like the way I merge is basically just a perfect counter to what you did, and I immediately have like an initial position on you. So here once again we go like slightly vertical. Oh, holy fucking rubber banding! Hold on. All right. Actually, let's reset. I think that was really fucking weird because I just got rubber banding.
Same.
Now, on the F-16, you might want to use manual control for a little bit longer because, again, above 800 kph, this plane just retains way too much speed. So if you stay perpetually in damping, like you're just going to be stuck in a perpetual blockout because you cannot cash in your energy. So on a lot of times, you're going to have to keep using manual over and over again if you're going too fast. Look, in this case, I'm still in manual control, pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling, and look, I'm already have my nose almost pointed at you. I black out, I start overspeeding, and I have to use manual control again to tighten the radius here. I'm blacked out, I'm gonna regain speed here. I'm going above 800 once again. Now here, instead of using manual control, I'm just gonna go up. Gravity is gonna allow me to cash in my energy in return for altitude. And then this altitude is a resource I can use later to regain speed. I'm overspeeding, I'm gonna use manual control to just pull really hard. And I have into the HUD.
Yes.
Alright, now that we got the merge in my favor out of the way, like the main thing that happened in there is just me controlling the F-16 and just using a lot of manual control. So I was overspeeding for a decent amount of time, and I just decided to use manual control a fuck ton. So if you're in a plane that just overspeeds way too much, or any plane really, if you feel like you're going too fast, you can try using manual control, assuming you are not blacked out, right? You use manual control to just pull harder and bleed your speed. Or the other thing you could do is you can continue pulling on the stick very hard and damping, and you can just gain altitude. Because when you gain altitude, gravity is going to help you slow down, and you're also going to be gaining altitude, which is a different form of energy that you can just use later if you need.
Okay.
So that's your thing. So 2 ways of dealing with overspeeding is use manual control to pull hard, or you go up. You start gaining altitude. The very moment you start like overspeeding, you just gain altitude. Because even if you slow down, quote unquote, like the altitude is a form of energy that you can just use later if needed.
Yes. Like out of the blackout situation, do you recommend like always staying in manual or just like using them for the F16 in general?
I use a combination of both always. But the thing about the F16 is you probably need to use manual a lot more often at like 800 and plus, because as I said before, the plane just retains way too much speed and damping is not gonna be enough. Like for example, if you're doing 800 and you're doing a vertical loop and you start going towards the ground, like you're gonna be regaining so much fucking speed that damping is just not gonna be enough. And you need to use either automatic leveling. Automatic leveling is gonna bring your nose up from the ground and it pulls just as hard as manual. So automatic leveling can actually save you. It's useful. The other choice is of
Yeah,
course to
that's
use manual. Or the last resort will be like to just cut your afterburner and deploy the air brake.
okay. Got it.
But right now, I think the reason why I'm winning and the reason why you're losing is just the F-16C in general. Like this thing is like very quirky in the speed department. It just retains way too much. Like at some point, like I think like a couple of rounds ago, I was basically just pulling on the stick the entire time, and I was basically just managing my speed through changes in altitude and using manual control. But I was basically just pulling on the stick the entire time.
Yeah, I see.
Also, honestly, yeah, I forgot one factor. I have a screw on this thing. Oh, yeah, you pull a little bit too hard in there and flat.
I had a lot of speed. I tried to go vertical. That's a bit.
Yeah, I forgot to mention I have a screw on this plane, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm just having a much better time just managing my speed.
Okay.
If you want, we can switch to
now.
we can switch to Hornet after this. The Hornet is not gonna give you that issue because we're gonna be fighting slower.
Yeah. Okay. So now, like I understand, it's more like I should like go up or down depending on my speed more than no.
Yeah.
More than like just
well,
following you or something.
Both actually. Like you have to go up and down depending on what's happening in the dogfight, and you can also go up and down depending on what's happening with your speed. If you're going way too fast, you might want to start going up a little bit just to cash in that excess energy into altitude. And remember, altitude is a resource you can use later if needed. And then, if you start getting way too slow, then you sacrifice some of your altitude in return for speed because gravity is going to help you regain your energy. So it's basically just a constant process of cashing in your energy because you're going too fast, and then utilizing that energy to recover your speed once you're too slow. So you store it, then use it, store it, then use it, store it, then use it, so to say. Now here, what we're doing is vertical loops. I'm gonna make a few drawings after this to show you how they work and what you should do. So on vertical loops, instead of looking like a perfect circle, they look more like an egg.
Yeah, I tried to use flaps just to turn faster. I think I fucked up.
Flaps, I wouldn't recommend. Only if you're very, very slow, like stall fire territory.
Okay.
All right, back to the drawing board.
Okay.
Now, those vertical loops we were doing in there, they basically look like this. I'm going to draw a perfect circle just for simplicity. So this is a vertical loop. It's going in, the vertical loop is going this direction. Now, in reality, if you look at the replay, these vertical loops actually look more like this. Like we're actually traversing through the terrain into this direction. But for simplicity, I'm just going to draw a circle, right?
Okay.
Now, these vertical loops, I like to divide them in 3 parts. You have the apex, which is the very top. You have the regain window. This is the area where you optimally want to recover your speed. It can go all the way down. Now, hold on, this color is dog shit. There, that's better. So this is the regain window. This is the area where you want to recover your speed. Now, keep in mind, sometimes you want to regain speed on this area. Sometimes you want to regain speed on this area, right? You don't want to do it too early. You don't want to do it too late. It depends on what's happening. And then the last part is what I call the vulnerability window, which is this area around here, basically. If we go to these little drawings, and it's basically going to look like this area is the vulnerability window. The very moment you start going up too much, this is the apex. And all here is the area where you want to regain your speed. So on these vertical loops, because there are some specific areas where you want to regain speed, and there are some other areas where you want to pull hard. It's very difficult to employ other options. So like the vertical loops are already like very restricted. You don't really have a lot of options. You want to do something different because first thing first is that you need to regain speed on your way down a little bit. And the reason for that is 2 points. Number one, you want to regain speed so that in case there's somebody very slow going through the vulnerability window, which is this area here, it's exactly why it's called that way, is that if your opponent is very slow in this area, if you regain speed on your way down, you will be able to pull into them and kill them before they start regaining their speed, right? So if you see somebody gets very vulnerable in this area and you regain your speed on your way down, you will be able to afford going up and kill them. And the other reason why you want to regain your speed on your way down is so that you can afford to get through this area. This is the vulnerability window. You want to go through this area as fast as you can. You don't want to stay up here for too long because, again, this is where you're going to be the most vulnerable. You have to keep in mind that whether you want to or not, you have to pull hard in this area because if you don't, let's say, for example, you don't want to pull too hard because you feel like you're going to bleed too much speed. So you relax on your stick and your trajectory looks like this, right? And you're trying to retain your speed because you think it's going to be the better choice. But in reality, what you're doing is you are creating separation from the opponent. And if this dude notices that he has enough energy to pull you in, he's going to do exactly that because you're giving him room to actually pull into you, right?
I have to pull as tight as possible, just
N-
so
n-
I evade like the area and keep him like in check, so
yeah,
he can't.
you have to make sure you
intercept me.
control the separation, right? So everything in dogfights basically depends on separation. You always want to make sure you have proper separation with your opponent. That's why in raid fights, if you try to maintain a perfect speed at all times because you think the sustained turn rate is going to save you, in reality, you're just kind of throwing against somebody experienced because if one guy knows how to offset and how to manage altitude and energy, like they can just create a perfect separation at a perfect moment and just pull you in. So again, reason why you want to regain speed on your way down is because you want to make sure if somebody is very slow here, you will have enough energy to pull into them and kill them. Or the other reason why you want to make sure you regain speed is so you can afford to get through this area as quickly as you can. You don't necessarily have to be monkey pulling, but you want to make sure you are still pulling because if you relax your pull, while going up, you create separation. And if you create separation, you allow the opponent more room to pull into you. One way to look at this is, for example, if this is your opponent. Well, I'm gonna paint it in red. So this is your opponent, this guy right here, and you are around this area, for example. Remember, radius is still applying. So the radius of the opponent is gonna look like this, for example. You can see you are basically just kind of at the very edge of the radius. So by the time this guy starts pulling into you, it's gonna be several seconds you'll be able to pull out of the way. So this is the guy's radius, you can see, right? So if this guy decides to pull the stick all the way back, this is the minimum radius he's going to have. You can see he will barely get nose on. However, if you decide to relax your pull a little bit too much, you create separation, and you end up outside his radius. It's a lot easier and also a lot cheaper for this guy to pull into you and kill you up there, right? So that's the reason why you want to regain a little bit of speed, so you can afford to get through this window as quickly as you can. Right.
What's like a good speed to keep in the descent and in the ascent?
What is the best speed?
The loop. Yeah.
What is the best speed? None. None, because it all matters on separation. But
okay.
I guess maybe you want to regain up to maybe 600 kph. I don't know if you use metric or imperial.
Yeah, I use metric.
Okay, so around 600 kph should be decent enough. If you cannot really regain this much, it's still fine. What you need to avoid is going 450 all the way down, because if you're already going 450 at the bottom, and you try to go up, you're gonna be so incredibly fucking slow that the other guy is just gonna pull into you and kill you. Right?
Okay. Let's say I am 450. What I can do?
If you're 450 here,
yeah,
you're dead.
Okay.
You wanna know why? So let me remake the drawing just to get rid of all these lines. So I'm gonna make it again with a better color this time.
But like, if I'm like 450, is there like another solution other than like following him up like in the loop, or doing like maybe some horizontals or something like this?
No,
is
because
possible.
No, I think you would be dead, because I'm gonna show you why. So this is the vertical loop. This is the apex, and you said you are 450 at the bottom, right? So here
yes.
You are 450 at the bottom. Now, if the vertical loop is like neutral, that means I'm going to be perfectly in the other location. So I'm gonna be here, right? I'm gonna be going this way. Now, I will be able to see how fast you are just purely by experience. So I know you will be very slow down there. And I know for a fact in the next few seconds you're going to start going up, right? So what do I do? If I see you vulnerable down there really slow, what am I going to do? I'm going to relax my pull, and I'm going to extend this direction to create an offset. And then once I have enough speed, I'm going to pull into you and kill you while you are incredibly slow right here.
Yes.
Again, look, there's an offset. So this is technically like this is basically a neutral sort of rate fight. There's no offset going. However, if I extend this way on purpose, you can see I'm bringing my trajectory further away from yours. And this is giving me separation to pull into you. Now, by the time I make it to this location, you, because you've been slow this whole time, at most you will be like around here, and your nose will be pointed completely up. You will have no speed, and because you have no speed, you have no lift. And because your plane has no lift, it has no responsiveness on its control surfaces. You're basically just stalling out. So, right here, at this very point, look at my radius. Look at how easy it is for me to pull into you. So what do? Because I extended away, and I also regained my speed on your way down, I might be doing like 650 or maybe a little bit more, depends. But this is going to be more than enough speed to just pull into you and kill you. right?
Okay.
So
Yes.
the only reason why you would be 450 kph down here is because you didn't regain your speed. Now, how much speed should you get on your way down? Honestly, it really depends because, say for example, let's say for example, I'm gonna delete this, get rid of this shit there. Now, let's say for example, red is gonna be you, right? So this is you. You're going through the apex, and you're about to start regaining speed. However, maybe purely because of luck or skill or just coincidence, I happen to be closer to your 6 than you are to mine. So, like say for example, I'm around here, and we're both just doing the vertical lift correctly. We're regaining our speed. We're managing our pull carefully in here. I just happen to be closer to your 6 for whatever reason, right? And I'm going up. Now, because I'm closer to your 6 and I have the advantage, what happens if you decide to regain too much speed? You create separation once again. And if you create separation,
Can,
maybe by the time I'm here, I can just absolutely monkey pull and I can do what I call a rudder flick and just force my plane to stalling so I can bring the nose over the apex as quickly as possible. And I can stall my plane towards your location and maybe get a deflection shot and kill you. So, again, how much speed you retain, how much speed you regain really depends on your separation. Sometimes, if your opponent is pressuring you, you will have no other choice but to pull on the stick and try to get out of the way. So, what's usually going to happen is if I pull hard on my stick and I start pulling you in, you need to react to that. Because if I pull hard into you and you don't do anything, then you just allow me to get position on you for free. Right? Now,
yes.
let me just make one final example. This is going to be a raid fight. So, let's say we have a completely neutral raid fight. So when I say completely neutral, means that both of us are equally far away from each other's tail. The sizes of our circle are the same, which means we're going the exact same speed. And also, there's no offset points because both circles are perfectly aligned with each other, right? So this is a perfect raid fight. If this keeps going on, then we both are out of fuel because we're basically just flying the same plane. Now, what happens if I am the guy on red and I decide to just relax my pull just very slightly to gain a little bit of separation, create a very small offset. And then here, that little bit of speed I gain, I use it to pull really hard and create a very aggressive offset. So you're still flying in circles normally, perfectly, like we always did. But it just happens that I did this in the span of like 7 or 8 seconds, and you didn't do anything about it. Here's what it's gonna look like. So
Put in the wrong position.
I decided to do something, right? And you did not react to it whatsoever. What this is gonna look like is this is your circle. This is gonna be your circle. And mine is now gonna be just slightly far away. Like this. So now I have created an offset. But the problem is I regain my speed and then I use that speed to just pull really hard to cash in my energy. So now that means I am closer to your 6 than you are to mine. Now, at this point, I might still be a little bit slower because I decided to pull really hard, right, to gain position. Actually, I'm gonna, to make it more obvious, it's gonna look something like this. So, in this instance, I'm closer to your 6 than you are to mine. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go around the circle normally, and By the time I reach this location, you will be like around here. And look, pay attention to this. Do you know what this is? That's my radius.
My radius.
You no, this is mine radius. I'm the red guy.
Okay. Yeah.
You can see like after half a turn on the circle, because you did not react to my offset, now you are so damn far outside my radius, I can just pull into you and kill you here. So, if we take a look at this little
What would
drawing,
be? Yeah. What would be a good reaction, like from the blue guy, in this situation, like the first situation? You you see someone like pulling into you. What do you do?
okay, so when this guy decides to pull away and regain some speed, you can keep doing what you're doing, but the very moment they start pulling hard, your reaction should be to also pull a little bit hard, because that way
Okay.
you prevent him from getting separation from you. So if both of you pull hard, like at the exact same time, you tighten the trajectories closer to each other again. So you prevent him from either getting closer to your six, and you also prevent him from creating the offset. So
Okay.
a lot of this stuff is basically just a game of pulling the rope. So if you one guy pulls a little bit too hard, you also have to pull equally hard to neutralize. Kind of. So in this example, remember you are the blue guy. In this example, let's say you saw a dogfighting tutorial online from some fucking retard from DCS, and he told you that on the F-16C your best speed to maintain at all times is 750 kph, because this is the perfect sustained turn rate of your plane. So you decide to do exactly this. So remember, you're the blue guy, and you just keep doing circles in a raid fight at 750 kph forever, and you don't do anything, right? So you can see the blue guy never reacted. He never did anything whatsoever. Well, the guy in red happens to be autistic, and he knows how to use offsets, and he did
Yeah.
exactly this. He regained speed, or he created a little bit of separation by regaining speed, and then he cashed it in. He managed to successfully create an offset, and he also gained a little bit of position on the other dude. So by the time we go around a half circle around this area, the red guy can pull into the other dude and kill him, right? Because he created separation correctly.
Yes.
So a lot of times maintaining a specific range of speed on a raid fight is kind of just pointless, because the very moment you find a guy that knows how to manage separation, and remember all of this has to do with managing separation, then you just lose, or simply you just don't win. It's the exact same thing. So
Yes, I
at all,
understand.
yeah, it's like everything you do in a dogfight always has to do with controlling separation with your opponent. Like again, if we're in a raid fight, let me do fucking new drawing. Like if we are in a raid fight and you are going way too fast, like 850 kilometers per hour, this is way too much for a lot of planes. Maybe for the F-16C, it's like okay, but if you don't know how to use manual control to cash in your energy, you're gonna have a very very big circle compared to a guy that is going a little bit slower. You can see that his trajectory is gonna be a little bit tighter. So maybe this dude can find a way to shift separation in his favor and just snipe you from really far away because you're not controlling your speed. And the exact same thing happened during the vertical loops we were talking about. Like, remember when I mentioned you need to control your separation by not relaxing
Yes.
your stick too much and whatever. So this is the vertical loops, remember? This is the apex. Then you have the window, like around here, where you want to regain a little bit of speed. And then you have the vulnerability window, which is where you want to make sure you have enough energy to go through it very quickly. Well, let's say, for example, if you are down here, you're going this way, and you kind of panic a little bit because of you're gonna get slow in this area. So you decide to be quote unquote smart and you decide to relax your pull a little bit too much because you are too afraid of cashing in your energy. Then here you just created separation. What's gonna happen is this guy who regained his speed on his way down is gonna see that you created separation and he's gonna pull into you and kill you. So everything always has to do with separation. Just the final example that I
Like also like the guy's position um, comparing to you also like helps because like an off like extends in a way then pulling into a guy works, but if it is like maybe way behind you, but it doesn't work if it is like closer to your six maybe.
all right, let's hold on.
Tickle.
Are we talking about rate fights like offsets and whatnot?
Yes. The example you showed me earlier, maybe it worked because we were like even in terms of energy and position.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. So we have the circles, right? This is a perfect rate fight. Is this what you're talking about?
We were like even in terms of energy, so maybe you could do like the offset.
Okay,
But
so
not if you were like very close to me.
okay, hold on. So this is a completely neutral rate fight. So here we are, same separation or like same distance from
Each other.
each other 6. Same distance from each other 6. We're also now it doesn't want to work well anyway. We're equally far away from each other 6 because if you take any of the players as a point of reference and then you slice the trajectory in half from that player's point of reference, you can see that the other dude is almost equally in the exact same location. So we are equally far away from each other 6. The circles are the exact same size, so this means we're going the exact same speed. And also, the circles are perfectly on top of each other, so there is no offset either. Right? Everything so far so good. Now what happens if Mr. Red Guy wants to make something happen? Because Red Guy notices, hey, this raid fight is going to last literally forever. We're going to run out of fuel because we're flying the same plane. So one of these players needs to do something. Red has decided to relax his pull a little bit. This allows him to regain speed and also create separation to bring the circles further apart from each other. Then, at this point, he decides to pull harder. So, at this little like location here, because he pulls harder, he can also bring the trajectories farther away. Because if you see the circle now, it's gonna be like around here, something like that. You can see the offset, right?
I have arrived.
Like the same situation, let's say red is very close to blue, and blue decides to do this. Blue is gonna die.
Hey there, Helldiver.
Bro.
Right. Hold on. Say again. Let me see if I can fucking understand. So you're
let's say, yeah. What if we bring like blue down maybe to the 3 o'clock position? Yes.
Okay. What if we bring blue to the 3 o'clock position here?
Position. Yes. And now he tries something. He tries to offset.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't like. He doesn't pull too much on the stick.
Hold on. So are we talking about doing something like this?
Then he doesn't pull too much. So his circle is gonna be bigger.
All right. So in this kind of raid fight, red is gonna be balls deep into this guy's 6. Is that what you're saying? Like blue is at a massive disadvantage right now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I said like the offset maybe is more about where is your opponent, because like if blue decides to offset here, he will be just dead because red will just pull.
Okay, yeah. So
Or maybe
if
like
if blue decides to extend away a little bit, he creates separation. He dies immediately. He basically just dies. Now, I think in this situation, even though like red, let's say I am the red guy, I'm very close to this guy's 6. I think he is kind of like barely outside of my radius. So if I decide to pull him in, maybe he can pull out of the way. But like technically, I can already kill him. If not, if I don't really feel like super comfortable on being able to kill him, I basically just do the exact same thing. I extend away for a little bit. I create a little bit of separation here, and then I pull in. And because I am so incredibly close to blue 6, he's gonna die right here.
yes,
So on the other example, where we're completely neutral, I basically would do the exact same thing. The only difference is that the better window I'm gonna have to shoot him will be like half a circle afterwards. So like I guess this example probably won't teach you anything because blue is already like massively cooked. So I can basically just pull into him and kill him, right? But the let me remake this again. So let's go back to square one where we're both completely neutral. I am the guy on red and I decide to create an offset. I extend away for a little bit, and then here I decide to pull hard again. Like this. So here I recreate an offset. So our circles are now going to look like this. Yours is still gonna be the same. But mine, you can kind of see the circle like around here, right? So our circles are now gonna look like this, kind of. Now, I'm going to be more or less in this location. And my opponent, because he didn't react either, I might be closer to his 6 than he is to mine. So he might actually be, let me think. Ideally, he would be here, but because he didn't react, he's actually going to be like a little bit behind, so to say. He's going to be, let's say, around there. So he is already like going, we're basically about to pass each other, right? So I don't really have a good angle to just kill him right here. It's going to be really uncomfortable, really risky.
yes,
So what's going to happen is, if we take a look at the opposite location, this is like a few seconds into the future, I'm going to be there. And this guy is going to be here. Look, I'm going to the opposite location. He's going to be here. Now you can see from this kind of position, if I just continue around the circle for a little bit longer, here, we already have so much separation. And look, we are about to even gain more separation because like the furthest away we're going to be is like this area here. So we are literally so incredibly far away that if blue still does not do anything, I can just pull and kill him. Or at least, even if I don't kill him, this process kind of repeats itself, and I will be so incredibly close to his 6 that every half a circle, I will be able to get a shot. So when I say half circle, it's gonna be something like this. So we would have an offset so incredibly aggressive, like this, that on this location he would get shot at, and this other location he would also still get shot at because I'm so incredibly close to his 6. I'm basically just shooting at him every half circle, every half turn. So in this situation, even if I don't kill him here, I would be so incredibly close to his 6, and I would have so much position on him that the little offset that we now have, which would be this, look, the offset just moved to a different location. Then every half circle, I'm gonna be taking a shot at him, and again, and again, and again, and again, until he dies. Right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to keep making drawings forever. Let's go to practice once again. See if we make something different and better. You need to ready up. Actually, how about we? Which hornets do you have actually?
I have the Super Hornet, the C8. The A is not spaded yet.
The light it's not spaded. Okay, let's keep doing 16C then. Is your 16C spaded?
Yeah, it's spaded.
Okay, let's keep doing
And
16C.
also the C8 is spaded.
All right. Is there supposed to be beef with the CS guys? My beef with the CS guys is that they think they're good because they play DCS, and then they come to War Thunder, talk shit to me or some of my friends, and they get absolutely violated because it just happens that both video games are different.
Also, like the people that come over to War Thunder and then complain about the ways that War Thunder is different from DCS. Like, since you hated that much, just go back to DCS. No one's making you play War Thunder.
It's almost like both video games are different. No way. And also, War Thunder, it has like superhuman pilots and planes that can sustain like 1,000 Gs.
Yeah.
Here, I'm basically just transitioning to a raid fight, so I'm basically just chasing your tail. You'll be able to see from your smoke that I'm aligning my trajectory perfectly with yours, so that's basically kind of what it means, simple lag. I'm just chasing your tail perfectly. And the reason for that is not because I want to outrate you, but because I want to maintain my speed and see what kind of stuff you do so I can react to it after. Here, I'm overspeeding, so I'm going to use manual control to pull really hard. Here, we are kind of neutral, so I'm going to extend away a little bit, create some separation, and then I'm going to pull really hard on the stick like this for ages. I'm going to repeat the process. So here, I want to create an offset once again. I'm going to extend away, further away from you a little bit. Regain my speed on my way down. And then use this speed to pull you in. Look.
Trying to pull into... No. Yes. Yes, you got me. I feel like once like you did it in the descent, I couldn't like even pull because
Dude.
I was stuck in the
yeah, hold on.
You know,
let me make a drawing again. So that was a vertical loop. We were engaging vertical loops. Vertical loops gonna look like this. This is the apex. So I think it was kind of neutral. So I am the red guy. I was like around here, going this way. And you are the blue guy. And I think you did it correctly. You were regaining some speed and whatnot. And you were going this way. Now, I noticed that we didn't have an offset. So our like trajectories were like aligned with each other a little bit too well. So what I decided to do is when I regained speed on my way down, I decided to do it earlier. That way I would gain separation this way. And I did it on purpose so I could just create separation from you. And then like you might be able to see it on the replay. Like at this point, I was pulling on the stick insanely hard for so fucking long. Like my trajectory kind of looked like this. It was absolutely fucking insane because the F-16C once again just retains way too much speed, above 800. So what I basically did in 2 loops in a row is I extended away a little bit because we didn't have an offset, and then I just monkey pulled the shit out of the plane and managed to get a lot of position on you in just 2 turns. So that was basically me using an offset in my favor. I created an offset, and also just I guess F-16 kind of knowledge ish because I just retained so much fucking speed on my way down, and I know the plane can allow me to monkey pull for so fucking long. I just basically did a fucking U-turn, pulling like 13 or 14 Gs into. All right, go again.
What if I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to you do your offset first, then I'm gonna do my offset right next to your first offset. See
Okay.
what it gives. Maybe it will give something.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Actually, we should switch to Super Hornet after this because I think a lot of these duels are being influenced way too much by the plane itself rather than like our skill and whatever. Like the fact that you don't have a screw on this thing, I think it just makes way too big of a difference. Because you have expert, I have ace, and I'm also like just exploiting, well, kind of, I guess, just exploiting or abusing the shit out of the energy retention with mana control to just kind of feels unfair. Okay, here, I don't know exactly what you did in there. Kind of like a zigzag. Okay,
I missed the merge, to be honest.
Yeah, we have vertical loops again.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull a lot just to escape the dangerous zone, then maybe relax a bit, then pull again. You are creating an offset. I see that you stopped to pull.
No, I was blacked out and I wanted to regain speed, so the offset was not intentional.
Okay.
Now here, I am a little bit too close to you, so now I'm creating an offset, look. I'm creating an offset.
Okay, sure.
And I have so much fucking speed that I can just use mana control to pull into you. Look, I basically just did an entire U-turn and I didn't bleed any speed whatsoever. So that, I guess that's just F16C kind of bullshit. Because I'm gonna do it again here. I'm gonna regain 850, I'm gonna use mana control. And I'm pulling 14 Gs. And I'm still going 900.
No, I stopped.
So I think this is literally just me like exploiting the fucking bullshit of the F16C a little bit too hard. So we can switch to Super Hornet and bring the dogfights into slightly slower speeds.
Yes.
Because yeah, 16C is kind of like bullshit in that aspect. It's not necessarily like a super duper busted plane, but you know, if you manage to bring the fight into high speeds and keep it there, it can be kind of nasty. All right, Super Hornet.
I love this plane, to be honest. The Super Hornet.
I haven't used it much, but some other dudes like Yacht and Cheserate, which are also like insanely fucking autistic. Like, I have seen them play. I have seen the way they use the Super Hornet, and it's just a really fucking busted plane. Because the energy retention of the Super Hornet increases the slower it gets. It literally defies the laws of physics. Oh, hold on. I don't have a fucking empty loadout. Give me a sec. There. So again, remember to use manual control on merge. You might need to enable it like a little bit earlier because this plane doesn't really like manual control too much. It just bleeds too much speed. So here I'm merging like diagonal. I'm gonna get inside your radius from the get-go. Here I'm gonna kind of like reverse. Now just look at the position I have on you already, just because of merge. Also, there's something that I literally just noticed because, in part, I'm not particularly like experiencing the Super Hornet itself, but I was pulling on the stick really fucking hard for really long, and I still had a decent amount of speed. So that probably means that you should probably just pull a little bit harder. Like retaining speed on a plane like this is probably not optimal because your sustained turn is not good whatsoever. So there's no point on retaining speed. You should be cashing it in.
Okay.
Like if your plane sucks at rate fighting, you might as well not rate fight and just start going for aggression. That's a little bit better, yeah.
No, I mean dampening. I tried to follow. No, he's asleep.
Alright, that was a lot better. Okay. It's still like decently neutral.
No, we are. Yeah.
Now here I'm playing for radius. I'm gonna try to get next to you.
I'm gonna try to use to turn off AOA just to get to my.
And here I'm gonna use AOA button to get the nose through the apex as quickly as possible. And here I'll be able to intercept your flight path on my way down. And get nose on. Missed, so I'm gonna try again. Once again, pull a fuck ton of AOA over the apex to get the nose down as early as I can. And here I can intercept your flight path again. Missed. Oh, never mind. Like the Hornet, unironically, is a plane that actually gets better the slower you get. It's a plane basically just designed to be aggressive. Like that was good. I think that was good. I didn't really notice like any like major fuck up or anything like that, but I guess like a little bit of those technicalities, like pulling AOA and then forcing a stall fight and whatnot, is like you just learn that eventually with experience. I should also probably make a tutorial on stall fights and show people when they need to avoid the other guy's nose, when they need to force the stall, whatnot. Like here, I'm just pulling on the stick all the way back for the most part. It's actually fucking brain dead. I'm gonna regain a little bit of speed on my way down. And this little bit of speed I regain allows me to get to the apex a little bit more easily. Now here I'm gonna create an offset. I have position on you, but I'm gonna create an offset just to be sure I have enough energy to pull into you. I regain my speed, and here you're going through the vulnerability window of the vertical loop. And it's the perfect opportunity for me to pull into you and kill you.
You keep perfect separation.
Yeah, you always have to control separation with the other guy perfectly.
Yeah.
So instead of looking at your speedometer at all times, you should be looking at separation. Because if you manage to judge separation, you will be able to tell, like, oh, look, this guy is really far away from me. I know my plane has the ability to pull into him and kill him. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So that should be like your thought process, so to say. Now here you seem to be chasing my tail, which is it's fine.
I heard. I don't know if it's true. Is it true that like when I'm playing like a Hornet versus Hornet, it's way better to like chase the nose instead of the tail?
Well, if you chase their nose, you're basically playing for radius. If you chase the tail, you're playing for energy retention. But I don't really think it depends on the plane itself. It depends on what the opponent is doing. Actually, let's do that next round. Next round, I'm gonna be merging very slow, and I want you to play for energy. You kind of like energy trapping. See how it goes.
think I have. No, I don't. I'm dead. Okay.
All right, so whether or not you decide to go for a radius or for a rate fight, like in theory, yeah, it certain part of it depends on the plane you're flying and the plane you're fighting against. But it also really depends on what the opponent decides to do. I'm gonna do something really stupid on purpose on this merge, and I want to see how you react to it. So we're both in Super Hornets. We're basically in the exact same plane. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna merge really slow. I'm gonna keep the air brake on, and your goal is to just play for lag. Sorry, just chase my tail and try to energy trap me. So I'm incredibly fucking slow right now. I still have my air brake, and I'm just monkey pulling like an idiot. Now your goal is to see this and try to energy trap me, which you're doing perfectly. So here's one thing. What you're doing right now is the perfect way of doing it, because your opponent is so incredibly slow that the easiest way to maintain him slow is to do vertical loops. And that's exactly what you're doing. So that's good. Now, how do you manage to get nose on me? Is the question. You should probably try to create an offset.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it.
See if you can create a window to get me. Okay, here we have a little bit of separation in my favor.
Yeah.
And this is a head-on.
Which I will miss, of course. I can't aim. I'm gonna still go for your tail, even though...
By the way, were you using the AOA button at the top?
Yes.
I still wouldn't really recommend, unless you're very, very slow, or you are about to get nose on target, because the longer you use the AOA button, the more speed you're going to bleed. And I think during the vertical loops, you kind of need to maintain a little bit of energy, because vertical loops is still a form of rate fight. But I think on a couple loops I noticed your AOA button a little bit.
I tried to extend the way, just to pull you in the vertical. My bad.
Yeah, all good. Alright, I'm gonna do the same mistake again. I'm gonna keep my air brake on. And I'm gonna merge really slow. Way slower than you. So, in this case, we're gonna merge. You're gonna be faster than me. Your goal is to drag me into vertical loops, because that's the easiest way to energy trap somebody like me. Right? So I'm incredibly slow already. Immediately, I'm so fucking slow. But also here, seems like you gave me a little bit too much separation. I can still like kind of force a head-on with you here. Look. So technically, you retain speed, but also you did it wrong, because you retained speed at the wrong moment, and you just create separation from me. And you saw my nose whip around the circle there. I could have just forced a head-on.
Don't know how to like offset and like not give you enough separation. In the meanwhile, like see here, if I try to extend the way, you're just like getting.
All right, let's reset and this time I want you to merge and keep the air brake on all the time.
Okay.
And also like slow down to around 800. And I just want you to pull into me. Like say for example, you're just a newbie and you just pull into me all the time. Just so make sure to be slower than me, and also keep your air brake on. I'm gonna show you how I would react to that. Alright, I'm just trying to merge and stay the fuck away from your nose. Okay, you got nose on me already, so I know you're pulling a lot of lead. Oh, rubber banding?
Can't even finish this loop.
Now here, I'm gonna regain speed on my way down and create a little bit of an offset, and here I just have enough speed to pull you in. All right,
So you should be like already gaining on me.
hold on.
to do
I
it.
have a clip. I'm gonna share it real quick. Watch my stream. Let's see, War Thunder. Nope, wrong folder. Should be this one. Chop. I mute myself because I fucking hate hearing my voice. And right, this is the round we just played, right? So you're merging slower than me, but I don't know that yet. I'm gonna judge that by just looking at what you do. So usually I just merge like diagonal up because it's kind of like the merge that allows me to react better to whatever it is that the opponent does. Here I'm going around, and what I'm doing immediately on merge is you can see I'm going this way. I'm pulling away from your nose, so that basically means I'm pulling lag. I just want to pull away from your nose. I'm chasing your tail. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to align my trajectory towards your smoke. So basically towards your rear. Now here, I see that you already have nose on me. So my goal is that, oh, well, this guy got nose on me way too fucking quickly. So that means he's just pulling way too hard, way too much. So what do? I pull on the stick as hard as I can to just tighten the radius and just minimize separation, making it a little bit more difficult for him to aim. So again, I'm just keep chasing his tail, try to get away from his nose as much as possible. Here's the rubber banding. And now I just keep pulling to maintain the separation tight and still going towards his tail. Here I see you wing stalled at the very top of the loop, so I know you're very, very, very slow and difficult to control. However, I still have a decent amount of speed. Look. So I'm still pulling really hard on the stick. I'm going through the vertical. And here, you can see I don't really have like a good angle to get nose on you, right? So if I decide to pull the stick all the way back, like I won't be able to get nose on. So what I'm gonna do instead is, well, I know you're about to go up. You're gonna get really slow again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly towards this direction a little bit to create an offset and regain speed. Look, creating separation. And then once I have enough speed, I just pull into you. And look how incredibly slow you are in there. So if you see the opponent is starting to get nose on you and they start like pulling into the HUD, you also need to pull harder to like minimize your separation and reduce the time window where he can actually shoot at you. And maybe just jink a little bit left and right or whatever to just make it even more difficult for him to aim. All right, let's do one more where you're still gonna merge very, very, very slow. So I'm just gonna be merging normally, and you are gonna merge very slow with your brake on. And I'm gonna be reacting to that once again. So merge diagonal, you'll go up, so I immediately try to go towards your tail. I see you're very quickly getting your nose on me, so I assume you're pulling really hard. So I'm gonna keep chasing your tail while also catching my energy. Because I don't want to create separation anymore. I want to keep it tight. If I manage to retain my speed while keeping it tight, it just means I'll be able to stay away from your nose really easily. Now here, once again, look, I'm going to create an offset, flying away from you a little bit, and regain my speed on my way down. And then, I use this speed to pull you in. So like, that was incredibly quick. So, the very moment I noticed that you were like a little bit slow, I forced those vertical loops. Because those vertical loops are expensive, energy-wise. So, for example, if you are very slow, and I trap you into those vertical loops, they're going to be so incredibly expensive for you because, well, you have to fight against gravity a fuck ton more. And you just get energy trapped. That's how you would be able to energy trap people. And then you just keep following like the same tactics of regaining your speed on your way down, and then like gaining separation or breaking an offset, and then you'll be able to kill the guy. So if you want to energy trap somebody who is already very slow, like one of the easiest way of doing it is just vertical loops. Now here, I'm gonna be the one making a mistake. It's your turn to just fly normally now. So I'm just pulling on the stake like an idiot. Like an idiot. And I have my air brake on too. There, you're not pulling hard enough. You didn't pull hard enough.
Blackout.
Okay, that blackout got you killed.
Yep.
Alright, let's reset and try again.
Okay.
So that little
I
blackout
want
got
to
you
go
killed
vertical.
because that little blackout literally created enough separation to where everything you did literally got thrown into the bin. So like technically, yeah, you have to retain your speed, but also you have to be taking care of the separation because you create separation during that blackout and that was enough. That got you killed. So here, I have my air brake on again, and I'm gonna just keep pulling into you like a dumbass.
I have a lot of energy. I'm gonna go up. While also chasing your tail for some vertical, like you
Nope.
said.
No, you didn't do it properly. You need to be.
Okay.
So I think there you went to the right and then you zigzag to the left, and like you didn't really decide exactly where you wanted to go. Like I was already so slow, you didn't really need to chase my tail. You just need to force like perfect verticality to engage in vertical loops. And also like you merged horizontally and you stayed horizontal for a little bit too long. You should have just forced the vertical loops a little bit earlier. Alright, again, remember, I'm gonna be the idiot. Pull into you. There, I don't... nope. You're just flying in a straight line away from me.
Automatic leveling.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna follow your vertical loops like this.
Nice.
No. No, you're just allowing me to cut into you. Alright, reset again.
I feel like I'm gonna stick with the vertical maybe.
Yeah, stick with vertical. Because what you did there is you flew in a straight line far away from me, and then like you didn't really decide where you wanted to go. Yeah, that's a little bit better, okay. No, you're going diagonal. You're supposed to be going fully vertical. That's the diagonal.
Okay.
Here, you're retaining too much speed. And now you allow me to just pull into you. I think it's also the fact that the Super Hornet is just fucking bullshit. So every tiny little mistake just gets punished immediately. Alright, let me go to the drawing board again. Now, I don't know if you have seen some of my slightly or older dueling videos, but when I explain raid fights, I usually do it with a sphere. So I always use the example of a sphere, right? So a raid fight is basically both of us going around a sphere chasing each other's tail. So let's say I am the red guy. So I'm going around the sphere. I'm coming from behind the sphere, going this way. And this is you. You're also going around the sphere, going behind this way. So technically, if you pay attention to what's happening behind the sphere, you're still chasing my tail somewhere in there behind, right? And I'm on the other side, I'm chasing your tail. Now I'm gonna draw another sphere. It's just gonna be the exact same from a different perspective. So this is an imaginary sphere. And in a raid fight, what's basically happening is you're going around the sphere, chasing my tail, and I'm also going around the sphere, chasing your tail. Pretty simple, right? So that's a perfect raid fight, in theory. Now, like in general, something that I also notice on our duels is on some occasions you don't really know where to go, right? You kind of like zigzag and you didn't really decide where you wanted to point the nose. Now, what ended up happening is you are the blue guy. On a lot of occasions, you kind of like turn away or make like a weird turn like this. Or sometimes it would be like a little bit more aggressive like this because you don't really want to go. Now, whenever you do this, you stop chasing my tail. And what's going to happen is you allow me to take shortcuts into your trajectory like this. This doesn't have anything to do with separation or anything. It's just that the way you kind of like fly, you break the nose to tail rule and you allow me to take shortcuts into you. In this other example, for example, you're just kind of like reversing in front of my nose. So all I have to do is take a shortcut and intercept you here, right? So if you want a raid fight, you have to make sure you maintain the nose to tail rule as much as you can, the best way you can. And actually, I think the best example I have for explaining that is you go to the server, go to, where is it? Basics for dueling. It's on raid fights. This one, this video. So go to this video and go to one of these timestamps at the end. No. This one, F-16 versus Hornet. I think as a matter of fact, it probably would have been better if we just dueled with this matchup initially. But anyway, you can just watch this footage. I'm using the F-16 Block 15 against Peak and the Hornet. And, well, the F-16 cannot really contest the Hornet at slow speeds, right? So all I have to do, like, the only way I can win against him is by raid fighting. And on this whole session, which is maybe like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, you'll be able to see how I pull lag and how I maintain a perfect raid fight. So I'm gonna reproduce this for a moment. You can see that I'm basically aligning my trajectory perfectly with his smoke. That's basically me aligning my plane perfectly towards his tail. I'm basically just maintaining perfect raid fight. And look, for example, here. So I'm aligning my trajectory perfectly with his smoke. So I'm maximizing my raid fight performance. And then here you can see he's trying to do something different. He's trying to make me break the rule. He's pulling to the left. So what do? I pull to the right. And still just keep aligning my trajectory with his smoke as best as I can. Here he's trying to dip the nose towards the ground and kind of like dip in this location. So what do? I try to pull up just away from his nose and just keep chasing his tail this way. Just aligning my trajectory perfectly with his smoke.
That's what I tried to do earlier. When you draw the circles and you told me that I was doing these weird turns. I just try maybe I do it wrong. I know I do it wrong, but I try maybe to be on your tail
Okay,
much faster.
yeah, I remember.
Like killing me maybe.
Yeah, I remember exactly that. But also, you didn't tighten the radius enough. So where even if you're basically chasing my tail perfectly, like you just created so much separation that I was still able to pull into you regardless.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if you watched this, but this section is only like 20, I guess like 20 minutes. Like you'll be able to get a very, very good idea on how to like pull lag and like try to align your trajectory perfectly with the guy's tail.
Okay.
Let's do a couple more. Let's see who else do I need to duel after this. Probably Eric. All right, once again, I'm gonna be the idiot. I'm gonna be very slow. I'm gonna just monkey pull into you. Yeah, that's good. Just gonna keep pulling into you. I don't think you pulled hard enough because you kind of just like got in front of me. Yeah, you're not pulling hard enough.
Blocking out.
So you can see here I already have nose on.
Yes.
And let's reset.
My merges are 19% was killing me. Just the blackout or something.
Remember, you can also use manual control to pull really, really hard if you're still like too fast, because sometimes damping is not gonna be enough to bleed the speed quickly, and that just means that you basically just reach the blackout equally as fast, regardless. I don't think you have enough speed anymore to do anything. You're completely out. Like, the fact that I have my air brake out and I just keep pulling and I keep in neutral with you is just fucking retarded. It's mostly just this plane being absolutely brain dead, so there's a reason why I don't really recommend anyone flying anything better than Block 15 or those, like the basic Hornets, because like this kind of planes are so incredibly busted that even me playing like a retard right now, like I'm basically just still neutral with you the entire time. So there, you should regain a little bit of speed on your way down to create an offset, and then you will have enough energy to pull into me. Look how incredibly slow I am right now. That's the ground. Right, so there
I
you...
can't defend myself.
Yeah. Alright. I'll do a couple more so I can go duel Eric. Again, I'm gonna pull into you like an idiot. Now, the very moment you see me gain nose on you, you need to pull hard to like try to get out of the way. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, good. Keep going. Keep doing the loops. Yeah, keep doing the loops. Oh, there you might be stuck in there for a little bit too long. And I have nose on. Honestly, I don't really know like what exactly are we doing different, or what exactly you're doing wrong. Like, I don't really know exactly why you're getting so slow in there. So I think it will be helpful if you send your replay to know exactly, like, from your perspective what is happening. All right, just as a last example, let's switch, and you're gonna be the dummy who just keeps the air brake out and pulls into me, and I'm gonna be the one trying to energy trap you. Okay, I'm gonna merge like diagonal and get away from your nose. I'm gonna let you pull into me like that, yeah? Okay. I'm gonna regain a little bit of speed on my way down. And then I use the speed to pull you in. So like I don't really know. I'm gonna have to watch that from your perspective as possible. You can send me the replays after this.
Okay.
Because with the numbers on the screen, I'll actually be able to tell when you are too fast, when you are too slow, whatnot. All right, I'm really sorry that was like a little bit too rough. I really hope I helped, but if not, I'm still gonna be here. We can just duel some other time, and I'll try to give you feedback
No,
over and over.
it was really good. Especially for the F16, I get it now.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
speed management.
Yeah,
I
the
didn't
F6.
die in again. The F16.
Yeah, the F16 just requires a lot of speed management because that thing just overspeeds way too much. And as a matter of fact, look, watch my stream. I'm gonna go into test drive just to show you how fucking bullshit it is.
Yeah.
Just to get the idea perfectly. So I'm gonna switch to the F16C. I'm just gonna go into test drive in just empty and minimum fuel. Okay, I'm already incredibly slow, so I'm gonna like try to mimic a vertical loop like we were doing earlier. Let me try to get a little bit slower, like this. Turn on the smoke. Alright, so I'm doing like 500 over the top, which isn't really like super fantastic. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend the weight in this direction to regain speed. And I want you to look at my speedometer, how much energy I'm retaining with damping on my way down. You can see damping is not bleeding my speed whatsoever. I'm actually accelerating. I'm pulling 10 Gs. You can see there on the HMD, 10.4 Gs, damping all the way back. And I'm still retaining way too much energy. So in this plane, whenever you have way too much energy, you either want to go up, like I'm doing right now. It doesn't have to go up like all the way aggressively. You can just be like a shallow, like diagonal, slightly up. And the gravity is gonna be like just enough to like kind of slow you down. Now, here's what happened on some of those vertical loops, right? So I was like at the very top here. I was doing like maybe 700, like this. So I'm doing 750. So what was happening is I was regaining speed on my way down, like this. Look how quickly I'm getting speed. And then I use manual control, and look. Look at the amount of Gs I'm pulling perpetually. And that was actually overspeeding, so I should have done it a little bit better. So I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna regain speed on my way down. I get to around 850, and here, monkey pulling with manual control over and over and over and over again. And I'm basically just doing an entire U-turn because the plane just retains so much fucking energy. So, main thing that was basically making you lose on the F-16C was just the speed management of this plane is like very particular. You are forced to use manual control. So let's say, for example, here I'm with damping all the way back, right? And you can see I'm barely losing any speed. So, for example, if we were raid fighting and I saw you way too slow in there, you're basically dead to rights. The only way I will be able to get nose on you is by pulling with manual control really hard. And bam.
Yeah.
Because with damping, it would not be enough. You see? So it's mainly this plane. Like this thing has absolutely fucking insane engines, mainly for higher speeds. So it just retains way too much energy, and you're kind of forced to use manual control very often. On the Super Hornet duels, which we did, like it was mainly that there are some things that I cannot point out yet. I really need to see your replay to see exactly like which areas, what happened and how and when and whatnot. So I'm gonna have to see the replay. But also, like, I'm gonna be honest, the Super Hornet is still a really fucking bullshit plane to where you cannot really learn too well. Like, it's just way too rewarding because the flight model is just so fucking busted. Again, like the turn rate of the plane increases the slower you get, which defies the laws of physics, by the way. And yeah, it's basically just the plane being way too bullshit. All right, Eric, go.
Thank you so much for your time, and sorry guys for the wait. I'm so sorry. Have a great day.
All good. Don't
I'm
worry.
gonna keep watching from the stream.
Yeah, sure.
Bye bye.
Great session. Oh, hold on. Eric.
Yeah, sorry, give me a second. What plane?
I don't know. Up to you.
Let's try out Mirage.
You and Mirage, and me and what?
I don't know, anything you think is equal. F-16 or Hornet. I just want to learn what I like, how to be aggressive. Or we can do some F-16 duels because I need to get back.
Yeah, how about we
To
do? How about we do Block 15s first to make it
Yeah.
neutral?
Because I'm gonna be real with you, I've worsened shit.
My goat is washed.
Bro is washed. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't teach people to play better because if you happen to be on the same team as another good player in Sim, will simply implode and it'll be your fault. He knows the lore. It's like if I help people improve, then the game mode is gonna die because we are gonna be hurting the feelings of a lot of newbies, and that's bad.
Yeah, that's terrible. God riddening. We should play worse planes so that way we can help those.
The poor Iron Domers. The poor Iron Domers and their fragile egos.
Give me a second. Okay.
Oh, the mechanic is realistic. You're just fucking shitter that you don't want to use it.
The notching is a skill issue.
Iron Dome is realistic, motherfuckers, but then you see the start card, the only thing they play is the SM2.
Yeah.
It's like, Iron Dome is fine because I'm literally playing the best planes for doing Iron Dome, and I'm never on the receiving end of it. Holy fuck, I've never gotten used to the speed bleed on this plane. Like, we're basically just chasing each other's tail. This is kind of like a neutral raid fight. It's like very equal. But also, I don't really feel like the energy management of this plane really allows me to like trade offsets or be like aggressive or change things. So like it's very difficult in this plane to make something happen, I would say, especially if it's symmetrical.
But that's why I like asymmetric, because that kind of just spices things, like with a Hornet or something. So it's like,
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, we can just do a few more symmetrical and whatnot. Like, so far, like, you're kind of mirroring me really, really well. Like, I don't think you're underspeeding or overspeeding or anything.
I kind of found out what I was doing. I always used to do like 900, 700 for vertical, and then I saw your
Probably too
replay
much.
with going 600, 800, and I think that was the reason why.
I mean, if I'm going vertical loops and I'm doing, oh, rubber banding again. Oh, I'm out of fuel.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get a shot here.
Nope.
No.
Just pull out of the way.
Here. Come here. Oh, you're gonna shoot me. Fuck.
Maybe, no, I don't have the angle.
I hate when
No. Bonk.
Damn it.
Oh, this guy's bad.
Ugh.
I think what you used to do beforehand is that you basically kind of adopted a Chesserate kind of play style, where
Yeah.
you basically ended up retaining so much feed forever that you will basically just drive the opponent out of patience.
Mhm.
So if your opponent tried to be like fucking proactive or anything, he would lose because you retain so much speed, you stay out of the way of his guns.
Yeah.
But also,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
if you try doing the same shit on EC, you probably eat a missile. And also, if you're on EC and you're a little bit too heavy on fuel and you have missiles strapped on, that's not gonna work.
That's why I always take like 10 minutes with double tanks.
Bro, fair.
Plus, this F-16 has the magic, so it's like, you know,
Oh,
most
true.
people just go and like mock merge, and then I can just fire the magic inside the circle and they die.
I ended up learning to just identify when the guy is blacked out and just fire the missile exactly in that window preemptively. And no, I cannot flare it, I cannot move, what's happening, and boom, they died to 73 and just blame Russia.
Yep. I think I messed up there slightly.
Maybe a little bit, but not yet. You're not cooked yet.
But I gave you a little bit of position there.
I have it a little bit of position, but it's still like not enough. Like on this plane, it's kind of like not enough yet.
Yeah.
It's like I kind of prefer the way the fucking 16C flies. Not gonna lie, like it
Jack
just
of all trade almost.
like the sustained turn rate of the 16C and just how quickly it can regain speed is just so comfortable, because if you go aggressive and you kind of miss, you can just regain your speed back so quickly. On this plane, you cannot really do that.
Yeah, it takes more time. I mean, the AOA is nice on this thing.
Yeah, slow speed performance is pretty good. But it also feels like for an F-16, it kind of feels like it's a little bit better at slower speeds than it is at right fighting, so it's kind of like weird.
Yeah. Traditionals will hate.
I'm here because we're running out of fuel. I'm gonna try to play for radius like I'm doing right now. You can see I'm trying to cut inside return.
Yeah.
Mostly because we're just running out of fuel and I just want to make something happen.
Can I go for this?
Maybe.
No, I went too late.
I decided to go for radius at the end because I was like, oh, our fuel is running out. No.
You're not getting the shot. No. I'm gonna dodge. Trust. Oh fuck.
No.
I fucked too bad.
Oh, let's do one more and then we can switch to Hornet versus thing.
Or if you want, I can like use the Mirage instead, because
Well, Mirage is worse than the Hornet, so like I can very easily just win against you by rate fighting.
yeah, but like you told me or taught me, like to be more aggressive on it. I still don't think I'm.
Oh, that was like a little bit preemptive. So
Yeah.
I'm immediately get information with you. So my air brake is still on. Oh, my air brake. Okay, well, I'm good. I had the air brake out.
You are floating in the air. I think you'll be fine though.
Here, I think I have an offset in my favor a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't capitalize on that. What you did. Oh shit. My bad.
Womp womp.
I ate the ground hard.
All right, one more.
Alright. Oh shit. I didn't do that right.
Like, oh shit, let's force a head on instead of evading. Yeah, cool.
I gotta work on aim in one way or another.
Take the SU-25 and go shoot the ground targets. I don't understand your thought process, dude. Alright, let's switch to Mirage, I guess.
That's good.
I'll do Mirage versus Mirage, see how you fly it.
Alright.
Like, you literally had so much energy in there running away from me, and you decide to just waste it by just risking a trade.
Yeah. I was dueling Shez a little just before this, so I was used to him taking head-ons and everything.
I'm gonna be. I think dueling chess is a fucking mistake. It's like, I guess, sure, if you don't give a fuck about learning anything else, like, you can just rate fight at Mac G's and then force head-ons. It's like, well, why bother about learning how to notch if you can just Iron Dome, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let me show you the different tactics you can use for Iron Dome, but it's still Iron Doming. So I guess.
Yeah. Still don't know how to fly this thing though, so.
Yeah, I'm already balls deep in your radius and you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Look at that juicy radius. Brrr.
Figure it out eventually. Give me 2 weeks with this thing.
Well, this and the Hornet are really good for learning exactly that. Hornet is better, but Mirage is also... Like, both Hornet and Mirage can do radius better, but the Hornet can do it for longer because it can survive the raid fight a little bit easier, so to say. So,
Yeah.
like, the slow speed performance on both planes is really good, but because the Mirage splits so much speed, you can only do radius for so long before you eat shit.
Yeah. There I just had too much speed and I overshot in front of you.
Here, I'm just putting a massive amount of lead. I want to just get as close as I can to you while also staying away from your nose. So basically just me staying inside your radius. Here, I'm gonna let you fly below me. I'm gonna use a fuck ton of rudder to intercept your flight path.
Nope.
Here, I'm gonna pull away from your nose. I need to gain some momentum up, which I'm doing here. And now I can reverse. See, maybe I can land on top of you. No!
Yes!
Missed time. Alright.
Though this thing at 14 is really fun to use, with the micas especially.
Well, this thing vertical notch with Micah's, you middle finger every single plane in the game at 14 pound.
I feel like a bastard doing it, but I'm like, fuck it, I guess.
Nah, fuck them. Fuck them. You should just play a better plane for a better nation.
I'm I'm still debating whether to get the Rafal or not, though, because that's like,
Who gives a fuck? Top tier is dead anyway.
yeah,
Nobody's gonna
You're-
duel you with it though.
no, and that's why it's like, is it even worth expert crewing it?
I mean, you might as well.
Like here,
Just for
I'm
easy.
just holding in too much speed right here, and then you're just getting inside. Speeds do do for merge. Is it the same as usual?
The way I merge? Well, it really depends on what you do.
Well, because this thing is like, what's happening is like it's compressing for me really badly at like 800.
Yeah, you have to merge a little bit slower if possible, like 900 or below. And
Oh
then,
damn, okay.
yeah, maybe if you notice you're overspeeding, you might also want to turn off the afterburner.
Yeah, because I was doing it at 1100 just now.
Yeah, too much, way too fucking.
Yeah. I'm like, how the hell are you getting inside all the time? Like, even still, I think I have too much. It's probably even slower. So you're just preset in there. Dodge. Come on. Random bullshit go. Yeah, you're gonna go up. And then I die.
Not yet. I think
Yes,
I might have just locked up my plane really badly just
wait a
now.
second.
No, you're not.
Nah,
No, you're not.
it's the thought that counts, okay? Here I die.
No, a little bit too far away, but I'm far away enough from you, and I'm so balls deep to your 6 that you won't be able to do that shit.
Yeah. It's like I don't think I'll be able to do anything. Stop baiting me, like kill me already, please.
Hey, I'm trying. Like you're just barely far away enough from me that I cannot really kill you.
I'm getting too scared. I'm waiting for like that flick shot that you're about to do, like right now. Oh no. Yep.
So first things you need to fix is merging with this particular plane. You have to go
Yeah.
slower. And sometimes, even if you feel like you're compressing a little bit too much, it might be a good idea to just turn off the afterburner to even bleed more speed.
Yeah, okay, let's try 980. And I lost your Dorito. This is fun.
I'm gonna have to enable smoke for you because you're blind.
Dude, I've been like riding around more with my motorcycle, and fuck-ass people with their high beams are like making my eyes go blind. I need like a tinted visor or whatever. Actually, Sin, you should get a motorcycle, you know? Get one with like a basket on it and put Scarlet in the front. Give her a little helmet.
She's
That'd be
fucking scared as hell of the outside. She would fucking murder me if I took her outside the house.
Actually?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
I think like the only way she would go outside if I'm also outside, like just walking around in front of the street, you know, maybe. Here you die because I countered your merge.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the drawing board to show you what happened. I made this drawing earlier with spit flames, but
I was watching about like the radius and how much you can pull. It's like you go in like an S thing, slightly oscillated up.
yeah,
and then,
it's slightly oscillated. Yeah, correct. But I
and
just
then
wanna do it for the guys watching.
okay.
So blue is gonna be you. I'm gonna make the circle a little bit bigger because just gonna make it look like you're compressing and going too fast. So this is your circle. And then you go full vertical, so to say, and here I come. I merge diagonally. So my merge, instead of going for vertical, kind of looks like this. And then here, I'm already playing for radius. So I kind of predict your trajectory going this way. And what I want to do is I want to get like information with you, get very close, very close. And then we pass each other, and now we have an offset in my favor. And if you continue going down this way, then I have an asset in my favor. I'll be able to slow down your 6. Now, on this whole area, I'm really fucking slow. Like right now, you're like, quite a bit faster than me because you just went down, right? And I also did like a very aggressive like joggle all the way here. So I'm very close to your 6, but also really far away because I know my weapons will not be able to reach you except for maybe missiles. But I have already gained a position where I'm just balls deep in your 6, and now I just have to work my way closer and closer to you. So the merge is like again like rock paper scissors sort of saying like sometimes you might want to go vertical, you have too much speed. Sometimes you want to go horizontal a little bit too slow. It also depends. Like usually I like merging diagonal because it kind of just allows me to react better to whatever it is that the other guy wants to do.
Alright. Give me a second.
But also on this plane, you also need to be careful with the fucking speed management.
Yeah. I heard before the nerf it was actually really good, like a few years ago.
Oh, this thing used to absolutely fucking violate F-14s. Like I remember like this thing literally only has 4 missiles, right? And I remember one match where I got 10 kills in a single story. I got 6 gun kills against F-14s. Like they would not stand a chance against you whatsoever. Oh, maybe? Oh yeah, nice.
That was the worst merge I ever did.
I also merged you bad. It's like I ended up gaining like a lot of position on your 6, but I was so incredibly slow you immediately got away from me.
Yeah. I was like merging and I'm like, oh, pull the lever. Oh shit, I'm blacked. You kill me here.
Hello, battery. Do you have the Hornet yet, Eric?
Hmm?
Do you have the Hornet
yeah.
yet?
I just haven't crewed it or bought it yet.
Oh, what a retard.
It's the Malaysian one.
Japanese tech tree. Okay.
I forgot you have the gun timer on this map.
I like this map not because of the gun timer, but because it just keeps a better track of the scoreboard. If somebody crashes, the automatic resets and whatever. It's just really convenient.
Yeah.
But also, gun timer is funny because it prevents shitters from forcing a head-on the very first turn and making
Yeah,
it boring. No.
Crash into the ground. No.
No, I have enough speed. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, you're gonna be able to pull in here, anyways. Come on, dodge. Ah. messed that up.
Yo, it's 6-7 Mustang.
Mustang, what's up?
Stream drools.
Drooling, yeah.
Mhm.
Might get a
Oh,
shot
yeah.
here. I'm
Mid
so
Irish.
fucking slow.
Here. Ugh. This thing is like so wishy-washy. Like, I don't know, is the gun's more sluggish than the Gush 30 and the
No, it's a little bit better than just 30, but still slow.
well, I was doing Spit Flames and I was like, can you learn the guns? And they just, I don't know, they feel they fall short a lot.
Is it the Defa?
Defas. Really good defas when they hit. The problem is making them hit. It's just dog shit.
Yeah, it's the same with the Aidens.
See, here's
Very
my
similar
issue. Here's my
guns.
issue with you, Eric. You try to pull into a perfect head-on immediately the second turn, and that just makes it so every single turn afterwards is another head-on.
Yeah.
So you need to fucking stop that. I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen if I do the exact same thing as you're gonna do. What's gonna happen is you force a head-on on any turn, and you fly past each other. Well, guess what? The next turn is also gonna be a head-on, because you offset the trajectory so fucking much. It's literally the only thing either player can do. Right? It's like if you can make it connect, sure, but we'd also have a gun timer.
Yeah.
Head-on
Okay.
simulator, kind of boring.
Okay, let me show you. Drawing
Yay.
board again. Drawing board again. Just to give you an example here. Now let's imagine we do the exact same thing. So that's why I try to keep my merges like different, right? But let's say this is, I don't know, me, and then this is you, and then something that you do a lot of times, so you extend away way too much and retain energy, and then you force the fucking head on with the other dude. Look, you're flying in a straight line all this area, so that's a bunch of area where you're not maneuvering, and then you force a head on in here, but you fly next to each other. Well, guess what? In the next few seconds, whenever you turn around, you're gonna go like this way. And look, well, my only option is to also go this way. What's gonna happen here? Another head on. What happened here? Another head on. And then if we miss these and we just keep like going down, I don't know, then I maneuver very tightly in here. And you also do the exact same. Look, another head on.
So I assume, like, if Eric did that in EC, you'd just missile him in the first turn because he extended way too much.
You're
Yeah.
confirm. Especially in a Mirage with a Micah.
Like
Yeah.
you'll probably be able to see this stream and maybe just go back like 5 minutes. You'll be able to see like on merge. I think the second turn he makes, he just goes head on really fast towards me and flies past, and I reverse on him and kill him. Or a few times it doesn't work, it also turns into another head on.
Yeah, because it really just turns into who has better aim.
Yeah. Or just spraying
luck.
or better
aim with a
AoE.
sprinkly.
Yeah, better
sprinkly
AoE
luck.
control at that moment. Here, I'm inside your radius really bad.
You kill me here.
I hate defas, dude.
First time.
No! Wasn't looking at the HUD.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah,
zoom in.
No. Ah.
Boom. It's like you're trying to go suddenly for radius when you're still too fast, and that's kind of like a recipe for overshoot. Yeah.
I think I just got to get used to like the slower merge speeds with this thing.
Yeah, yeah, you have to.
If you're merging at above 800, just remember how much you're going to compress in that thing.
Because like everything else, I was used to like merging between 0.8 to 0.95 for merges, and then this one's just entirely different.
Yeah, if you're merging above 800, make sure you're like conscious of air brake and cutting throttle, so you can please.
This is an inevitable head-on, so it is what it is. Oh, I suck at aiming. Oh. Like, I don't know, on the second turn, you just keep flying past me so incredibly close that I either get a reversal or it just turns to a head-on, because you're just offsetting the trajectory so much.
So do I need to reduce it?
I don't know, maybe if you want to pull into me like that, you might as well make sure the gun timer does not exist and you can just make the shot count, because you're literally just flying past me while not doing anything. I mean, I guess it's working because I tried to do it. Yeah, look, you're flying directly towards me without maneuvering.
Yeah.
You're doing it again. Like, you're not maneuvering, you're not cooking any trajectories in there. Oh, look, here you extended away from me. Look, what's going to happen next? Exactly what I just explained on that drawing. Another head-on.
Hit on sim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suck at aiming. Oh, never mind, I got you.
Too much extension at the beginning kind of creates way too much room, and then just forces the head on.
So is it because I'm merging too fast for that, or is it like I'm not
Yep.
playing enough for it?
I think your second turn is just flawed because, look, I'm gonna go to the drawing board again, and this is what's happening. So you know what an offset is.
Yeah.
You fly so close to me. So let's say, for example, I'm right here, and you are somewhere like around here. I don't know, but you end up flying so close to me that you're literally not maneuvering. You're not doing anything here. You're flying so close to me. You fly past me, and immediately here, if you go this direction, look at how massive the offset is.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is, as we go around the circle, like around this area, you look at the opposite location. I'm gonna be in this area. What's this gonna turn
We're
into?
gonna do the same thing,
Another
yeah.
head-on.
It's
Look,
gonna turn into a dick and balls. What is it gonna turn into?
another head-on.
It
Yes.
keeps going again and again and again.
It keeps going
especially
again
with-
and again. Like,
No, but what? Oh man.
like I don't know why you want to fly so close to me in that second turn. I don't know why. Like, on some occasions, like, I think the initial rounds we did, I pulled a reversal on you, and I only won because I had momentum up, and gravity always helps you.
Yeah.
Like, I force a reversal, land on top of you, and intercept you before you go up. If not, if I just bleed too much speed and you also retain too much speed, it just turns into a fucking head-on.
I guess it's more the fact that I'm just scared of your shots more, or like your ability to get a shot.
Now here, yeah, that's fair.
Because it's like when I do head-ons with most people, it's like, I'll miss, they'll miss, but when it comes to you and your aim, if I like let it slide, I feel you can just absolutely just rape me, and I will like die as a result of it. So I'd rather just be, full on YOLO as a result.
I mean, well, you're going full on YOLO and you fly next to me without shooting at me, so the gun timer
Yeah.
still exists.
And like I said, that's why I hate the gun timer. But it's I need to learn how to not do that.
I mean, in theory, you can just play a different map without gun timer, and you will learn to do head-ons. And if you learn to do head-ons and you become the best head-on in the world, that means you don't have to learn anything else ever.
Just go to EC, win the fights before they even start.
True, dude. I feel so washed with this plane. Maybe no.
That are you kidding me? Hold on, maybe I can like fall on top of you.
Probably, yeah. I think you will be able to. This thing just doesn't have the speed to get out of the way, like, comfortably
It
enough.
also doesn't have the speed to pull it when it's stalled out. I hate this thing. I hate this triangle. Why did Dr. Donut make a video on this fucking shit of a plane?
This thing is really good. Like, you would be fucking violating a bunch of other planes, especially
for
with
sure.
magics. Especially with magics, it'll be really funny. Oh, here's my.
On here.
I'm gonna do a stupid thing because you basically just have so much position on me. I have to. Oh, I'm retarded.
No.
Oh, you're overreacting. You're dumb.
No, I had 67% packet loss. I wish I was making that up. I swear to God, I had packet loss right at that moment.
I feel like I'm
Okay,
trying
that's
so hard.
biased. Come here. You're gonna die of me.
No.
If I can hit my shots.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like your wingtip vortices just did like a huge zigzag in the air.
Learn how to teleport with the Mirage.
What resolution am I playing at? 1440p.
The best
So really,
resolution.
How much does 1440 and 1080 make? Is it like
Uh,
90?
I mean, yeah, it is quite a big difference. I
Very
went
big
from like
difference.
an old like 1080p TV to 1440p like proper gaming monitor, and it was like quite a huge difference. Yeah.
I think part of the reason why my eyesight is so fucking bad on EC is, look, oh, you're doing it again, look! Easy reversal for me, and you'd fucking die. No, never mind, I just suck at aiming.
I feel like 1440p is like the sweet spot though, because when you go up to 4K, it just has such a huge performance cost.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I when I bought my 1440p monitor, I made it 24 inch just to keep the pixel densities to the very high.
Yeah.
Oh, you can kill me here once you roll around. Yep, there you go, right there, into the
Yeah.
money, in the
Apex
cement.
rudder.
No. Stop. But yeah, I did the same thing as I did last time, going close to you.
Yeah, I think that there's like a tiny little bit of like nuances to this plane that I'm still like not kind of used to. But yeah, once again, you just decided to fly so close to me that you just gave me a reversal for free, and you only survived for a little bit longer because I missed that reversal. But still,
Yeah.
like you just give away all your possession. So either you give away all your possession in there, or you just make it so everything is a head-on pass. Which still, regardless of how good you are, if the other guy is also good, and maybe he just happens to have half a second better time to stabilize his plane, then he's gonna force a trade, and you die.
Like if I
Maybe he
escape
dies.
here.
Now here, there's an offset in my favor, but it's so much in my favor that every half a turn, I will be able to shoot at you.
Yeah.
Well, this one, kind of, I couldn't.
I'm too low on energy to do anything, so you'll pull in right here, down onto me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna intercept your flight path. Neji?
No. Stop. No,
This-
I can't.
No, you're too far away from me. I can react to that really well.
Yeah, I thought you were closer. Now I die.
No,
I'm having issues controlling the plane.
No, I will die. It will.
Yeah, rudder
Eventually.
here.
Oh, you die here. You die here. He dies here.
Yeah.
The Mirage is always strongest when it's on the top of the Apex.
Every
Yeah,
single
it's
plane.
engine.
Yeah, that's how a stall plane
I guess
works.
that's true. That's true. I think it's just exaggerated with the Mirage being the Delta.
Come here.
You're stalling out.
No, I'm just falling with style. You don't know that.
Ah,
Dodge. Hopefully. Yeah, you kind of killed me.
I am gonna kill you eventually, but holy fuck, I'm struggling to fucking do the thing that I'm supposed to do.
It's the Defas,
do it.
dude. It's the Defas. The Mirage is like my favorite plane, but one of my least favorite cannons.
All right, let me show you something. Just because Mustang said something about being at the top of the apex and whatever, and that basically applies to every single plane.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
It's just that low speed like rudder kick at the top of the Apex and the Mirage
you can
is
do that
just
with, like,
so
F-15.
strong. Well,
16.
yeah,
Yeah.
but with the Mirage, your low speed controls is, I don't know. I've just always felt that it's just it feels so much. Well,
like
okay,
this.
well, you-
This is the kind of shit that I learned when I started playing the SU-30.
Oh, you got the
Basically,
altitude.
yeah, a lot of times you'll hear me talking about positive momentum, like just gaining altitude. And the reason for this is because when you have positive momentum, when your plane is going up, you will be able to pull as much AOA as you can, like a fucking retard, with barely any consequences. Because your plane is still going up, you're not gonna suffer for compression. The compression only happens when you start sinking towards the ground.
yeah.
Yeah.
So as long as you have positive momentum, you will be able to pull as much AOA as you can. And that also applies for planes without thrust vectoring. So for example, if I was in a Mirage here, and I managed to gain a decent amount of positive momentum, I can rudder flick around, and then
instantly put-
my positive momentum also creates separation from the opponent, so I have more time to stabilize my plane, more time to aim. And by the time I get nose on, I'll be able to get a perfect shot.
yeah.
However, the moment I start sinking, now I start suffering from compression. And it's gonna take me a very long time to get through the very bottom of the loop because I'm gonna fight against gravity a fuck ton. So my goal when I'm the guy below is to just pull out of the way of the guy when he's pulling the nose around. Now, if
Yeah,
I
'cause
do
I
it
feel like
successfully and he flies past, I'm already have positive momentum. So all I have to do is do another rudder flick. I'm getting
Rinse and
separation from
repeat.
him for a little bit. I stabilize my plane, be careful with aiming, and kill him.
Yeah, and the Mirage, the engine is so anemic, especially at the super
Yeah,
low
I just
speeds.
noticed like I was
Yeah.
basically cutting
Dude.
burner just to make sure to drift a little bit, and they just basically nuked all my lift, right?
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
so those vertical, well, not vertical, but those stall fights usually look like this. Like so, they're basically sisters. They look like this. We're basically moving through space this direction, and then the other guy is gonna be doing like kind of the opposite. This. So there's multiple areas where we just basically pass each other, like here, here, here. Now in a solve fight like
And if
this, whoever is on top at that very moment has the
they
advantage.
want to flick
Why?
on and put it on because they have the
Yeah,
positive.
the guy that has the positive momentum has the advantage because they can do whatever the fuck they want with their plane and their AOA as long as they have positive momentum. The very
But
moment their
then,
so
plane starts sinking is when the compression starts messing you up and it becomes difficult to control.
and
Right?
the
if you're at
question
the
is, if
if
you
you're at the
miss that shot, then you're just giving. Aren't you already then stalled out an easier target for when the other person does that?
well, that's the thing. If you like, if you're not super confident when you're at the apex, like so like if you're blue on that first one and red comes in maybe like a little bit more at an advantage in the fight, like if you cut your apex shorter and get into your dive quicker, you'll end up gaining ground. So
Yeah,
by the time you get into that second apex, hopefully you'll be behind them. So like every time you're at the apex, you don't necessarily want to go for the shot every single time if you're not like hyper confident, but you can cut it short and rudder roll sooner. Even though you're not going to get the shot, it doesn't matter. You're cutting into like his space, you know what I mean? And you're getting down sooner and then you can get up faster and whoever can manage that better usually wins.
Okay.
yeah.
And then what
And
happens if you
sometimes,
overrudder that
sometimes, yeah.
time?
I think what Mustang is talking about is that sometimes you don't want to go down all the way. Sometimes you want to like preemptively like go a little bit flatter because that way you spend less time going down and you can recover yourself if needed, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, it really depends on your speed because,
Yeah,
like, you could also just cut it sooner and dive sooner to get speed sooner, which then
yeah.
can allow you to cut in a little sooner
Yeah.
above red.
Okay.
It
My
just depends
biggest
on your
issue,
speed.
my biggest issue that I have when I come and do rudder flicks is that I will sometimes over rudder and then install out or flat spin as a result on that. Like if you like the F-16s, for example, when you do that, like there's like a certain area, and if you just over it, it just like spins or goes to wherever
Yeah.
Netanyahu is.
So usually, I think when you're doing the rudder stump, you want to pull a fuck ton of lead and predict the trajectory like a few seconds ahead of
Yeah.
time. So say for example, if your guy is like around here, and you can start the rudder flick around this direction because remember your plane is still gonna maintain momentum this way. So you can start the rudder flick a little bit earlier. Then you want to pull a fuck ton of rudder so you can intercept the guy in here, right? Because
Yeah.
doing the rudder flick is gonna take a couple seconds. Then stabilizing your plane is gonna take a couple seconds, and then aiming is gonna take a little bit of time. So you have to just plan
Especially with the
ahead.
defa.
You have to plan ahead, right? And also you want to plan ahead to prevent the guy from reacting in time and just pulling out of the way.
What happens if you miscalculate the person's speed and they have enough speed to kind of just avoid your shot on there? Do you just do the same thing again
Well,
and again?
even like this is not necessarily like an automatic win. Like sometimes you will miss your shots and you will just fly past each other here.
You want to
So
position yourself as early as possible to
yeah.
stay off their nose on your
Okay.
climb.
So the main reason I made this drawing is that whoever is on top at that moment has the advantage. So whoever is on top has the advantage at that moment. And whoever is below is at a disadvantage because in this entire area where you're going down, like gravity is fucking you up so bad that going through the bottom takes longer than going through the top, right? If you're going through the top, you can just pull a rudder flick and just force your nose down, and that's it. You're done doing the loop. However, on your way down, because you're fighting gravity so fucking much, gravity wants to pull you down, and it's gonna make you compress a lot. And that compression causes you to either slow down, lose control, and because you slow down, you also lose lift, which in turn makes you spend even more time down, so on. So whoever is on top at that moment has the advantage always. So if you are on top, your goal is to try to stall into the guy and maybe kill him, like in this area.
Yeah.
And if you're the guy below, your goal is to just pull the fuck away from their nose as much as possible and
Yeah.
hope they miss. Because the very moment you
Yeah.
pass each other, now the advantage belongs to you. So
Yeah, I feel like these fights are just a lot more 50-50 though, just on the thing. On like if the person can aim it, if the person can dodge it.
well, yeah, like controlling the plane and knowing when to do it. Like for example, some other thing you could do is if your opponent is like maybe he is a little bit too close and maybe you have a little bit of better position, so he is not as further ahead as you are. Something you could do is you could keep going up a little bit more to gain some more momentum, and this actually makes your stall a little bit sharper here at the top. So because you gain separation from him, and you basically have a lot more time to position yourself correctly, and then to be able to land on top. That usually is like the best kind of choice if the other guy is just way too close, because sometimes if you do a rudder flick while the other guy maybe is like too close, something exaggerated like this, then if you do the rudder flick, you're not gonna be doing yak shit, because even if this looks kind of close, there's another dimension that is not drawn here, which is depth. So maybe the guy just has an even easier time to just pull out of the way, right?
Yeah. No, I
So
feel that.
on,
And
yeah,
then,
on a few occasions, like something you could do is that you can just keep going up a little bit more, and
what about
then
if
you
you're
stall yourself,
behind?
and
What
then
if
you
you're
get
behind the person instead? So it's like you have the advantage. Would you just do the same thing and just like every time you merge you get the shot, or would the rudder flick actually be able to help like get a sooner
so.
kill?
If I was a little bit behind and he was forward, well, he would basically. Well, the thing is, if I'm behind and he is a little bit further in front of me, well, if he is in this location and he didn't go up, then that means he is kind of going to fly in front of me.
No,
So
no,
it's
no.
gonna
I'm
be
not.
even easier to avoid the
I'm
nose.
meaning the person who's on top is behind. So like the other way around. Take the circle.
Okay, hold on. So let's say if I am here.
Yeah.
And the other person is here,
Yeah.
then they
Would
can
it
just
just like
they basically just have to stall like preemptively so much sooner they'll be able to land on top of me already. So they're already kind of won.
would it be fine for them to continue just the one circle since they will get the position or the deflection shot first?
Technically,
Like how
yeah.
they-
Yeah, like if the guy on top is behind, then that means they have position on your six even easier. They're gonna be able to just stall on you even easier and just kill you.
Alright, cool.
But the problem is if this guy has the advantage right now, right? Because he is closer to the six. If he misses his approach, and you take a look, what's gonna happen is this
gonna
guy
be
is gonna
nice.
this guy's gonna go up, and now he's gonna be the one with a massive advantage.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, it kind of just reverses itself. Now the guy in red is with the one with the massive advantage, and the other guy is stupid for not knowing how to aim.
Yeah. I'll look at the replays probably from with the Mirage to just see about the extending thing, and then I'll see like what I can do with my speed to like do something else. Because I think I'm just too tunnel vision on the fact to try and kill you instead, because I feel like I'm gonna make more mistakes the longer I continue.
Gotta think a couple
Right.
steps ahead.
Yeah. So what I probably should do is I'll just take the replays that we did and I'll just learn around it through there.
Well, let's do a few more though.
No. You have like 3 more people than you need to fight.
I don't fucking know if they
I'm
want to play
chilling.
anymore.
That's true.
You know, personally, I don't mind. I don't mind waiting.
All right, fair. Fair. Oh shit, I'm bringing this 30. Hold on.
Wow.
I forgot to say.
Wow.
Wow.
It's like, hey, let's do symmetry duels. Let's do symmetry duels. Whips out.
Bro
You're
brings
done.
fucking.
No, do it. Oh. Bring it, bring
Okay,
it.
do it,
I wanna
do
see
it, do it, do it, do it.
Don't back
Eric,
out.
if I'm waiting, I get to watch you more, which means that I get to learn more, which means hopefully I'll do better when I actually get to play.
True.
Mom said it's my turn to die to simply.
Dude, you had like 5 people in this VC all just to duel you right now. It's actually funny.
Let it be known.
My
I
turn,
did
my
not.
turn.
Lining up.
I've been doing it for 2.5 hours, bro. Oh, it's
What's
30
gonna
versus
be
Mirage. I wonder what's gonna happen. This is the SM2 also. It's the SM2.
Yeah,
It's literally fucking a hydrogen baby versus nuclear bomb. No, hydrogen baby versus coughing bomb.
Coughing
got-
bomb? What the
Coughing
fuck?
bomb.
I got 2 kills against Simply, and my Mirage
Oh, damn it.
is
Gun
230.
timer. Stupid,
Eric.
stupid,
So you
stupid
gotta-
gun timer.
You gotta do the same.
Eric! Brrr.
Yeah. Oh, fuck
Aw.
you.
I missed. I
Shoot no shots.
missed.
Shoot no
Brrr.
shots. Can't shoot no fuck. you fuck.
One more, one
I
more.
was
Be
dueling.
insanely aggressive.
Okay.
I
I'm
was-
gonna
I
bring
was
something that's
dueling a guy.
probably is gonna counter this better.
I was dueling a guy a couple of days ago in my
Get over here.
F-18. He went in the Yak 141. I asked him to change plane, and he changed to the SM2.
Bro.
I think Joe slung. He wanted to go in the SM2, and he was just drunk, and I was just fighting him in the 27 SM.
And he said it was a balanced matchup.
Is that a fucking prop?
F-18A versus SM2.
Hey, it's better at radius than the fucking Mirage.
Or actually, no, I think it was the SM, not the SM2.
I'll just do this.
King.
Oh, fuck you. Coward! Bro has a 30 mil and doesn't want to come in for that.
Bro is doing the Dr. Kick-ass strat of bringing a plane against the agreement of the duel. And he's still gonna lose.
No. Watch my cool dodge. Oh, okay, whatever.
Nice so cool.
Sweet. Very cool.
You see, I purposely set myself on fire, so that way Sin would just think he shot me down. It's a very smart tactic the French do.
Let's do a couple
yeah.
more.
Yay.
You know, I would not be surprised. It's very in their playbook, surrendering.
Yeah.
The playbook to be a coward.
Yep.
No, I died a hero.
Am I an idiot for wanting to
You
get a
got a coward,
5090
Eric.
just for sim? I mean, a 5090 is gonna work for a gigantic amount of other video games, so I really doubt you're
Yeah.
gonna be playing War Thunder forever, bro.
Honestly,
fucking good.
you really don't need a 5090 just for War Thunder though, because War Thunder is a very well optimized game. Like even with a 5070 with absolutely everything completely maxed out with SSAA 4 times on 1440p, with like a 5070 whatever the let's just say a 5070, you'd be getting at least 100 FPS most of the time in air sim. Like 100 to probably 120 most of the time.
Oh, this
I
might
got
have been
you.
very stupid.
Wait,
So for War
And
Thunder specifically,
maybe-
you don't really need it.
no, I don't got the thing. You see, you say you did something stupid, but I'm just too much of a retard to actually figure out what you did wrong.
I mean, well, when I say I do something stupid, it's mostly because I don't know the things of the plane too well.
Come here.
It's like I did
Okay,
something
fine,
stupid that was very stupid on the Mirage itself.
Oh, I shot right here. Okay, so like this.
Maybe? Oh. No,
Ah.
this dude is bad. See here, for example, I'm gonna keep maintaining some momentum up for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna stall. Maybe this gives me a good opportunity. Nope. I lost control of the plane.
Did. But don't worry, I did too.
Yeah, I'm not really used to the Mirage.
Watching people struggle with the defos is so vindicating, dude.
Fucking
It's so vindicating.
Comment anything. I'm about to eat a tree. Oh, I'm alive.
Dude, that's like my go-to plane, man. Trust me, I am well versed in the struggle of the defa.
Yeah, defa moment.
Okay.
Oh,
I
he's
never
stalling.
really
He's gonna
like-
stall. He's gonna stall. He's gonna stall.
No,
He's gonna
no.
stall.
I never
no,
really
no,
disliked
no,
these
no,
low
no,
velocity
no, no,
guns. Like the GSH.
Look, see, I'm
like,
not
everyone
stalling
hates
still.
it, but
Just
I
flying
don't know.
in a triangle.
I find it fine. And the Aidens, which are essentially identical to Defas, they literally fire exactly the same ammo. Like,
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
be able to pull this shit, and then you're gonna go up and use all that energy to kill me.
No, I'm just trying to maintain sort of a vertical loops, and then just pull
dude,
lag
I
when
thought
you
you were
try
in
to
the
stall.
Su-30.
No, don't do that. Stop. The one plane you told me it can't rate fight, you're rate fighting me.
Well, I'm right fighting the exact same plane that I'm flying, so it actually
Liar.
works.
You've made me spend so much money for nothing.
No! I fucking missed because I don't know how to fly this plane.
For Garbo.
Kerbal Space Program.
See, that's why I prefer flying the Hornet, because the
Unk is
Hornet is
worst.
far more overpowered and unfair.
That's why I
Punk is
prefer the
the worst.
Rafale.
No, you can't prefer the Rafale. Remember they turbo nuked it.
Oh, true. Oh, actually, they nerfed it on depth server.
Yeah, they did a lot. Same with the Gripen.
Good.
Not a lot. A lot is a huge overstatement. Like,
Wait, did they nerf it?
Yeah,
real,
they.
for real?
But
Like it's like the J10C now, the Gripen.
the Gripen is, but the Rafale's like basically the same though.
Oh,
Yeah, but there's-
wasn't there an accepted bug report for the Gripen's lift?
What
A
they
while
did to
ago?
the Gripen was they just
Shots.
made it up. They just made it fat. They just made it heavier for the Gripen E. But the Rafale, they just gave it a tiny bit more of drag, and it really
Yeah, for
doesn't
super
change.
Oh, is it
cruising.
just the Grip E, not the C?
Yeah, it's just the Gripen E.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gives a fuck.
It's
I
the
mean, at least you have like, that's a nice thing about 13.7. You still have like, because Sweden and Japan are on opposite teams always. You just always have F2s. and
Yeah,
F1s
there's
together.
infinitely more. Oh, F2s. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say. I thought you were talking about the tie grip.
No.
It's just like for me, I like 13.7 in that regard because you just have like you have the busted planes, but you just it's not so like
11 based.
it's not so one-sided to say. Like
Those
You know,
These are
the
unique.
Rafale nerf may be basically a nothing burger, but it's progress.
I remember there was a one forum user like, please do not nerf the Rafale. It's already worse than it is. And I'm-
claiming the
keep
Rafale
eating
is
your-
bad
your
is
croissants.
crazy, dude.
I don't know. Ron or Serg showed me that. It was just funny.
Dude, so they nerfed the Rafale last year on June or July, which was a really bad nerf. It makes the plane incredibly stiff for slow speeds. And
It was
then
like
they buffed it again like in November, and whatever they did in November literally undid the fuck up they did on June. So it's like I think literally right now the Rafale is literally the exact same as it's always been. Probably even slightly better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just waiting for 5th gens to be added, so that way I can kill F22 mains with a Rafale.
I'm waiting for me to get my AIM 9X and nobody else get their next gen IR missiles.
Yes, get no.
Yeah,
give
get
them the AIM 9X.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
dead ass.
AIM 9X
I-
AIM 9X is equal to R73. Trust me.
Yeah,
True.
I'm dead ass about
Promise.
this. Give them the AIM 9X. I don't even care. I just want them to like cope, okay? I
All right,
just
who's
want-
next?
that.
Who's next? Who's
No,
next?
Don't give them AIM 9X.
Me.
Was that better
Give
than the
me
last
give me a
time
second
I
to
used it, at
give me a
least?
second to set up my head tracking quickly. I was just
Yeah,
checking my phone.
The only thing I'm noticing is I don't know why you like flying so close to me.
He
I
just
just-
wants
Like
to
on
be
that
close to
merge.
you.
So
He
you
just wants to be close to you.
here's the thing. So on that turn after merge, not only do you fly in a straight line towards me, but it basically like 3 seconds where you're not maneuvering at all. But you're also flying so close to me that you basically just either set yourself up for a reversal, or you just manage to set it up kind of in your favor just to force head-ons over and over again.
Yeah,
He just really, really enjoys your company, simply.
yeah. I just want to like see your
Right.
pilot. I want to like compliment the skin you have on the Mirage and be like, that's a really nice skin
Sure.
you got.
I prefer Defas over 23 mils and the MiG-21s. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think the Defas are also like slightly inaccurate, so it makes it more like a little more often one of your shots is just gonna clip somewhere critical on the
But
plane. You just die.
when those Defas hit, they hit so
Yeah.
nicely.
When
Yeah.
they hit,
They
but
absolutely
also
hit
like
like a
You
truck.
should have used them fucking 6 months ago, dude. They were worthless. Absolutely worthless.
Did they just like spark or something all the time?
Oh, dude. They didn't do a fucking single thing.
That's wild.
And then they buffed the HE filler for like 20s
shots?
and up, I think.
Oh,
And I think the Defa's got like a 7X, something like that.
no wonder why our planes are like exploding.
I'm gonna be in the F-18, the A.
okay. Is there anything in particular that you struggle with that you can tell me right now?
I mean, I'm still trying to get better at the trying to like not stall out going over the loop with the AOA button.
Okay, so going over the loop with AOA button, you
Like,
should only
I know what I need to do. It's just I need to practice it.
okay. So if you're
Right.
going over the top with the AOA button, you should only do it in like quote unquote emergencies. So if you
Yeah,
feel
I know. Like when
so-
I'm already gonna stall out.
yeah, so if you feel like you're way too slow and you're about to spend way too much time up there, then you use the button like inevitably. You only use it to get the nose through the top and start going down, and then you
Mhm.
disable the button and just keep flying normally
Yeah.
again. So AOA button on the Hornet. Only
I think
I would say
also,
only when you're about to get nose on, where you have a really good angle on the guy, or whenever like you feel like you really need to get the nose through the apex as quickly as you can, if you are already slow. So kind of like an emergency, so to say.
I've always looked at it as like a finisher or like last ditch.
Yeah,
Either
kind of like
or,
last.
never in between.
Yeah, there's people who just keep the AOA button on forever, and that's like a massive like. It gives you an advantage, but it's also like diminishing returns because the longer you stay on the button, the slower and slower and slower you get, and well, you cannot fly the plane anymore. Well done, you crash to the ground. You decided to go for a little bit of aggression in there, so I used altitude as kind of like a safety net to avoid your nose. Here is one occasion where I can maybe use the AOA button to get nose on, but wasn't quite enough. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut through the vertical. Here I'm gonna use the AOA button to get through the to the apex quickly, and I'll be able to get nose on here. Oh, you suck at aiming? Hello? There you go.
Hi.
So that was a situation where I was already like really fucking slow, and I saw like my only opportunity was to cut across doing a vertical loop, because otherwise it would have taken me ages to get through the circle horizontally. So I just went through the vertical, and then I noticed I'm incredibly fucking slow. I might as well just use the AOA button because I have no energy anyway. And that paid off. Okay, that would be a good situation to use the AOA button, bring the nose down, so you can start regaining speed a little bit earlier. Here, I'm gonna try to use something similar, just force the plane into getting nose on you. Oh. Did it too much. And here I basically just did a rudder flick inside your radius by cutting across. I'm gonna avoid your nose. I'm the guy at the bottom, so I'm at a disadvantage. I have to avoid the nose as much as possible. And here I have to do a rudder flick. And I missed. And I'm stalling out. See, so if you don't use the AOA button like responsibly, so to say, you just end up... Oh, my bad. And he also crashed.
Trade.
Hornet
mating ritual. Hornet mating ritual.
Oh, hey Cletus, what's up?
I
Clitoris.
was banking on the fact that you'd either crash there or I'd get guns on.
How's the Cletus? How's the?
That would have
train
been a
right
fucking disrespectful kill, but you were literally like a couple meters away from the guns.
Train ride sucked. We had 4.5 hours of total delay.
now? God damn. I thought American
Stranded in Brussels for a solid hour and a half.
Okay, here
Fuck this
you
route.
here you are allowing me to take a shortcut to your main radius, your radius. So you stop chasing my tail for a moment. You just allow me to take a shortcut on you. That's the ground. So because I know we're about to hit the ground, I'm gonna start regaining a little bit of speed preemptively. Like we're inevitably gonna have to raid fight for just a moment. I see you're about to get nose on me. I'm gonna try to use altitude as a safety net to hopefully prevent your shots from hitting. There you go. Just barely. And here, I think I'm well set up to use verticality to just cut across and maybe pull lead into you like this. Not quite. Alright. Oh, I think you're stalling out. Yeah, you stalled out for a moment.
Yeah, I tried to use the AOA button there to get a shot, but I didn't quite have the speed.
gonna go up with you while trying to stay in your min radius. So I'm gonna stay the fuck away from your nose. I want to avoid the oh. Almost. Alright. And here I do the same.
Boom.
Try to recover my plane because I wing stalled.
50km/h dead hang in the air.
Now here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull neg G to gain some momentum with the nose, and I'm gonna do a backflip over the top. Didn't time it too well.
I mean, I'm certainly not spinning out anymore at the top of the turn.
Oh. Stay away from your nose as much as I can. I gain some momentum up, and this momentum up allows me to pull a fuck ton of AOA. Oh, no. I'm gonna stall. I'm gonna hit the ground. I'm gonna hit the ground. No.
Flaps, flaps, flaps.
Yeah.
Goose, talk to me.
Like those wing stalls can really bite you in the ass. So you have to use the AOA button responsibly, so to say, on this thing. Oh, is the shots? Oh, never mind. Nice.
Oof. Sweet.
I tried to do so much funky shit, and none of them connected. That's unfortunate.
I mean, it was fun.
It is fun, yeah. Like those stall fights are really fucking fun, especially if you control the plane properly and get the kill. It's fucking. You remember one of my videos where I got a fucking flex shot kill with the J10 against a guy called Sticks? Basically, do a fucking backflip into him, bro.
He was kind of lost in the sauce, though. He's too used to multi-pathing on Denmark and winning merges with region.
Oh, here you're allowing me to take a shortcut into your min radius. Look. So you stop chasing my tail, which means you allow me to take a shortcut and get very close to you. Now here I'm stalling. I'm gonna pull a fuck ton of lead to where you're going to go. I have to stabilize my plane, aim, and miss. I think there you did stall a little bit too preemptively. You had too much you had too much 100%. Horizontal momentum. That's why you stalled. You did it too early. So you just had the momentum going horizontally, and that just made you compress in that direction. So you couldn't even complete the loop.
Yeah.
Here, I need to get the nose over the apex quickly. Oh, head on. Oh, damn, nice.
That was a good shot.
One circle fighters are so much more fun to play than two circle fighters.
So fucking true.
They also take a little bit more skill, in my opinion. Because pulling lag and
shit.
retaining your speed is just a lot easier.
Talk your shit, queen.
I just like him because I can make people stall out and guillotine them and blow their head off.
I come from DCS, and in DCS I learned to maintain perfect race speeds in the F-16, and I win automatically because everyone I fight against is a fucking retard just like me. I'm gonna go to a War Thunder community and tell them how much they suck because their game is not realistic. Well, I'm so much better because I actually play DCS instead of these fucking idiots who play with mouse saying,
Yeah, he doesn't play, alright? He flies, he's a pilot.
Oh, true? True? Hold on, let him cook.
It's a simulator, guys. It's not a video game.
Fucking
That is one of the
digital
best
museum kind of
all-time
shit.
films ever, dude.
For real. I'm a real DCS pilot. Alright, please
Literally,
agree with me.
like literally the only ever DCS player that I consider to be actually fucking good and autistic and a fucking menace is Yacht. That's it. It's Yacht.
Well, what about Ace? Did you transfer
Ace,
from?
I have never fought against him, but he's probably definitely all the way up there. I think Yacht has fought against him. But for the people I actually fought against and interacted with, like, decently often, only Yacht is the only one. Here, again, you're kind of like allowing me to get inside your radius. It's tricky because you can still play fuck ton of AoA, so I'm gonna have a lot of issues reading where your nose is going. But still, you're kind of like allowing me to take a shortcut to where you're going to go.
What about Countdown? I always was curious about it.
He's good, but I don't know if he plays the CS though. He barely even plays War Thunder, and he kind of just copes from time to time about needing a 9X and America suffers. Why is the F-15 so dog shit? Like he's like actually good, so he gets the right to cope as much as he fucking wants.
I think I got a screenshot for that. Wait a sec.
Oh, pull away from your nose as much as I can, get some positive momentum, get some separation from you, and here I can rudder flick into your trajectory. Not wide, but still, I'm able to survive and read your nose very easily this way. It's gonna be very dangerous because the ground is really close. Uh-oh. That's the ground. No! I fucked up.
Almost. The F-18s are
Almost.
so hard for me.
It's hard fighting against F-18s and flankers because they just pull so much AoA, you cannot really read the nose too well. So you think you might be inside their turn, you think you might be safe, but then they just pull bullshit and you die.
Yeah. It's crazy. I
mean,
really struggle against the 18.
He's doing that shit really well, though. Here you went aggressive a little bit too much. I'm just gonna retain speed and try to energy trap you. A little bit, at least. Uh-oh, that's the ground again. Okay. I'm literally going against my own advice. I'm not abusing the AoA button too much, but here you go.
Yeah, you are.
Like, sure, you get a fuck ton of AoA and whatnot, but also if you lose lift and you cannot record a plane in time, there's the ground. Oh? Not wide, I think.
I stole myself.
Yeah, I see that. plane is
GG's.
it's completely locked. Yeah, it's GG's for him.
Am I blind? I'm blind. Or just completely empty there somehow.
It's fine.
I think it was just when I was blacking out in the turn.
Oh, here I die.
If I can aim.
Maybe. Oh,
Hit.
measure damage, little hit.
Heat.
Hit.
Another hit.
Oh, nice.
I just need to learn to aim this gun.
I don't like the Vulcan. It's like the one gun I can't really aim on.
The way
Yeah.
I aim is I just basically just kind of spray.
Just gonna piss at people and hope it
Like
hits.
I know the bullets just come out of front, so that's like helpful already. But yeah,
Yeah.
you just have to spray basically. It's the only way.
Yeah. It's really weird because I like kind of disciplined myself into taking really short bursts,
Yeah.
and then I play a Vulcan.
Yeah,
and then
because-
my Blake for the small bursts literally fires one bullet because of the wind up. Why is there a wind up?
You have to use short burst, clean burst, because that actually makes you look at you're good at the game. Wow, this guy knows how to aim. Damn, this guy's cracked.
Yep. One tapping people with defas makes your PP grow.
True.
Holding mouse one with Vulcan, PP guillotine. Bad. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I saw a Kirkified Napoleon in the Musée du Louvre in Paris, and I haven't gone over it yet.
Wait, send.
He looks like Charlie Kirk, bro.
He's proof.
What the fuck?
I mean, I think Hornet versus Hornet is doing it really well.
Oh shit. Oh right.
My dad wants me to go walk my dogs quickly. I'll be back in like 20 minutes. Can we like continue after?
I'm probably
Can I
good.
talk 5
I'll probably do something else soon, but I mean, we can just duel some other time. It's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I think your Hornet versus Hornet is good. You can control the plane decently well at slow speed and whatnot. I think the only thing you could do is have a look at how to deal against F-16, which I also have a video on it. I think it has to be this one. So this is a very complete video overall. So I'm dueling against Peak in here, and we're doing F16 and Block 15 against Hornet, and we are switching. So at one point I'm using the Hornet, and at one point I'm using the F16. So here on this session, this is like half an hour long. I'm using the F16 against them, doing different things. So you can see the kind of things that I do against them overall. So I'm flying the Hornet against them. You can see the kind of like trajectories I have to keep in order to like not get outrated, get inside his radius or whatever. So yes, if in the meantime, if I don't duel you soon enough, you can probably watch this. It's gonna be really helpful. And
Yeah, I think I was in the VC at the time, just muted.
oh, okay. Yeah, you probably saw a bunch of all these explanations, and like at the very end,
Yeah.
I start like explaining to Peak like what he should be doing from his perspective in the Hornet. So, for example, here you can see this is like my radius. He could use go balls deep in there and get very close to me, like those kind of things. So,
I miss like the second half, so I definitely have to like watch the second half of it.
right, okay. So, well, you probably watch most of these. So,
Yeah, I watched like most
Yeah.
of the duels. I just the explanation part of it.
okay, fair.
I'll go back and watch that. Anyway, I have to go. I have to go now. So see ya.
Sure thing.
Bye.
Well, I'll do a
Thanks,
few more
sir.
minutes if somebody else wants to.
Hey, goals.
Yeah, I want to give it a try.
Eagle. Oh, I have new friends.
You got so many people.
Woman has been voided.
Oh, it's so many friends. Look at that.
So
Look
many
at
friends. I'm going to. I need to nuke a lobby. I need to nuke a lobby, but there's no lobby.
You should nuke a lobby with the SU-25 with me.
I'm gonna fly F6 native, and
I want to fly
maybe
Mirage.
ADF.
It's 12 frame.
yeah. Bit tired, and drunk, but
I
I
got
think
my
it's okay.
A10 spaded, by the way, Eagle Finder.
Oh,
If
nice.
you want to play.
810.
Yeah.
This guy is
Yeah, I can.
dueling in top tier
I
props.
think.
Top tier props.
I think I can teach you something, but after this match.
Yes, please.
Isn't it like, what, midnight for you in like the area?
It's about 3 a.m.
Figured.
Half like 3 a.m.
Australia?
No.
Korea.
Oh.
It's north. Actually,
shit.
south.
North Korean guy.
South Korea.
Damn. Damn.
Oh, dude, I heard about the South Korea Starbucks stuff. That shit's crazy.
Oh yeah. Wait, what's happening?
What happened?
Great.
I got taken lost.
It's a long story. You should just look it up.
Right.
No, tell us.
No, I'm not gonna explain it on Simply Stream.
Yeah, fucking idiot. You're gonna invade my stream. What are you talking about? Look it up yourself.
Taken lost. Okay.
Temporary shuts all stores. Dude, we love AI slot. It's crazy.
What's like Eagle Finder's rig level?
I think if told a bunch of people on
He's
my server, they
definitely not
keep
yellow.
saying he's really good.
Yeah.
He is. He's great at.
No, I'm not.
Aren't you the prop guy?
Yeah.
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 Mainly prop.
He was using LFG for duels. I think. Some back.
Like on these merges, I just see on my radar that he's merging a little bit slower than usual, so I'm just basically countering that by retaining speed and throwing off his aim.
I'm pretty sure I've seen you duel Squish in F4s, I think.
Yeah, I have to with them. Maybe I can go to counter it. No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got it.
Man, I do not have the patience for F16 duels.
Nope.
I kind of like them. I also kind of don't like them because this plane, like for what it is or for what it feels like it should be, it feels like it's a little bit better at slower speeds than it is at highs. Like it's like counterintuitive because the sustain turret is not like super fantastic, and the regain rates is also like super garbage.
I thought the sustained rate was insanely good.
It is decent, but no, not really. It's not fantastic at all.
Hmm.
I guess for its BR and the kind of things it have fights against, it's decent. But
I think when Flanker was like 3 buffs before,
yeah,
I think it was like goated as fuck, but
I mean it's still a really good plane. It just kind of like flies in a weird way where it caches in energy really well, and it maintains pull very well at slow speed, even at stalling speeds and whatnot. But it just takes ages to regain the speed back. So once you go aggressive, it kind of feels like very sluggish getting up to speed again.
Kind of like the flanker pre-buff. Remember, if like you sacrifice all your speed, it's like it takes forever to build it back again.
I mean, well, the flanker was like a one trick pony where you could only raid fight, and once you had a good angle, you had to cash in, and if you miss, you were dead.
Yeah.
then Sergey happened.
The Sergey incident.
And then Vinere came and somehow fucking made that thing stand on its engines. God knows
Now
what
it's
it's
so
made.
goated.
your counter is so good. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I already
Times
overshoot,
torch.
so there will be no chance after that.
And I'm having to work hard for this. It's actually pretty fucking good. You said earlier you don't want to be blue.
Yeah, I want to stay yellow or red. You know.
He's gonna be deceiving people like, oh, I'm bad, and then just fucking destroys them in duels.
Yeah, please, duel beginner.
Please
Some-
make him blue.
Somebody,
Literal sleeper build.
somebody joins the server and they're like, man, I should duel somebody of my same color just to like, you know, learn and stuff, and then
Go fight Eagle Fighter. He's fucking shit. God, that guy sucks.
Yeah.
bad
Easy dub,
game.
That guy's the
Anyway.
worst
Fuck
person.
is Eagle Finder? Who the fuck is Eagle Finder and why does he suck? Who the fuck is Captain Morgan G?
Kook sucker.
Now the tech transition. Come on.
Oh, nice.
Nice, good shot. That was a good shot.
Oh, rubber banding.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I literally saw that.
My trajectory went so bad.
Fucking Gaijin
And
servers.
I heard you guys talking about Ace. Is he the one that I know, South Korean?
Ace? Do you know Ace?
Yeah. I mean the Ace and the guy who fought with, Aaron Freeman or Biscuit Destroyer. He was Kongo Desu at that time.
Maybe.
He's good. He's now work for DOD. Kind of DOD.
When did I get kicked from Shez's lobby?
Oops. Yeah.
I'll do a couple more. I'm starting to get hungry again.
Taco Bell?
Hell no, I don't have money for Taco Bell.
Simply equal.
I'm fucking broke.
Are they canceling like the Crunch Wrap or something?
They would never cancel.
They
the
would
Crunchwrap.
never.
I heard rumors about it and I got scared for a second.
That's like one of their best-selling items.
That thing is like Microsoft
I know
Excel
the
holding
Crunchwrap.
up the entire world's economy. That's that's the exact same thing.
Canceled freaking chocolate taco that time.
I mean, that's a little different.
We don't even have Taco Bell here, man.
It was amazing. Taco forever remembered Mustang.
I think that was like a logistics thing. Like, I think it was very difficult to create. Like, manufacturing process was very involved.
They're just unbased like that. They just didn't want to, make their customers happy. Same thing like how Gaijin is right now. Sick businesses.
Gaijin, the company that makes customers happy every single patch, right?
So happy.
Yeah, dude. This patch is
I was so
short.
grateful when they added the SAM sites and then the F2 and bugged the entire missile system to where.
Remember when missiles didn't even proxy,
I
dude?
did. Yeah, thank you. I love you so much. You fixed Iron Doming. Beautiful.
This is gonna be my last one.
Okay.
Bring back Taco Bell XXL grilled stuffed burrito. Holy fuck, damn. Usually I just order the exact same combo. It's literally a crunchy wrap with cinnamon twists, some fiesta fries,
Yes.
and something else. I think a taco or some shit. It's
Oh,
like
taco.
I always order two because I always get a special offer for two of them, and I just order for me and my brother, and we just literally we have leftover food for the next like time of the day. It's so much food, and it's also so fucking good, dude.
Domino deals, whenever those happen, fucking peak. You get like all the pizza. You can get like an entire fuck ass pizza for $6. That thing just keeps you up for like 3 days. It's amazing.
Like, I'll ever eat Domino's ever again. I eat that shit like every single day in the barracks.
I mean, hey, it's good for the money.
Yeah, I remember one time when I used to work in accounting, company had a few benefits to where if you stayed up late working overtime, they would give you like $10 for you to order something to eat, right, for dinner.
Ah, per diem.
And I ended up ordering Pizza Hut, like something like super basic, like some breadsticks with sauce and a Coke,
Yeah.
because I really liked them. And then they end up sending the entire order like on a completely different part of the country.
No.
So they basically sent the order to a different like location of the company that was in a different part of the country. And I had to fucking exchange like a bunch of different phone calls because, well, my food is not here. But then the guy said like, hey, our delivery guy literally went in there, was talking with the fucking guard at the location, and nobody came up to pick up the food. And then later I found out they were sending the food to the wrong location in the country. And I was like, okay, well, I've been waiting 1.5 hours for this because you motherfuckers don't know where the central operations location is in the capital. And then when they came with my actual order, they gave me a medium pizza like as an apology, right?
That's nice.
But then the original order was still messed up.
I mean, hey, you got a pizza out of it, so like,
Oh yeah.
you got more than what you asked.
I mean those duels are pretty good. I think maybe something that could be refined is just those stall fights because I'm just playing for radius way too aggressively and getting inside your turn and then counter attacking. So maybe that. But like that was pretty good. Like, I actually had to lock in there for a
Make
moment.
him blue, please.
Hey, well, he doesn't want to be blue. I'm not gonna make him blue.
Yeah,
Wait, so I can
wanna
wait? Can I be
see-
orange then?
I'm gonna make you white from getting you banned if you ask again. Well, where's Eric? Eric.
Oh no,
Ban.
you won't.
I think I've banned you twice because you genuinely pissed me off previous times. And then T-Rex always rescues your ass because, oh, come on, he's a good kid. Come on, let him join back. And then I'm already cooled off. And I'm like, holy, let this fucking retard join again, dude.
It was, I think it was once. It was once, and I was like extremely sleep deprived, and I did not read the room, and I thought you were like making fun, and then I was like your humor thing, and I didn't, I messed up, and I didn't realize it.
Yeah, fucking idiot. All right, well, I really hope this whole session was actually helpful for the guys that showed up. So, Spit Flames. I think for the biggest part is just, well, the speed management on the F-16, and then I think next time if we duel, we can do Hornet versus Block 15 because I think that matchup will allow me to isolate the radius and the rate fighting completely separate, so it might be a little bit easier for me to explain and whatnot. But yeah, we need to duel again to give you better pointers because I don't really feel satisfied with the things that I taught you today. Then Eric, stop pulling into head-ons. You're stupid. Who else did I duel? Oh, Boy Kisser, dude, I think he's doing pretty well. I'm gonna have to duel him again with my S16, so again he gets a better idea of how to play radius, how to play rate fight, and whatnot. And well, Mr. Korean dude, like he's really fucking good. I don't really have any pointers for him, except maybe practice stall fight autism, so he can do like the reversals and like stall shit I was doing. But no, I don't really have anything to say to him. It's pretty fucking good. So yeah. Well, hopefully this was useful to you guys. I'm not going anywhere, so you can just fucking ping me repeatedly over and over again until I say yes, because I have ADHD, and trust me, sometimes I just get a little bit tunnel vision doing something else, and I feel like lazy when I have to do another thing. I'm like, fucking ADHD brain. So just fucking ping me if you want to duel until I say yes. Feel free to do so. So yeah. You want to duel it now again? No, I'm fucking tired, bro. I had enough. I
Yeah,
mean,
you said pink whatever.
doing dueling for like 4 hours should be enough. That's like my monthly dose of dueling. So, GG's, guys. I'll see you around.
Absolutely diabolical Scarlet picture.
There's one.
What's she even doing? She's like, dude, the one on the left, the one up, that one.
She's just biting my hand. Like here, she's fucking readies it up and bam, launches at me. All right.
Did you have something?
See you guys around. GG's.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And thank you guys on the stream for hanging out and watching my fucking teacher LARPing slop trying to duel these guys and give him pointers on what and how to do it. So there you go. There's my weekly dose of slop on my channel to feed the algorithm. Thank you guys for hanging out if you stuck around all this time, and I'll see you in the next one.